up the YouTube streams. Now we are back live on the YouTube. About to be drifting around Chinatown. No Hesi's 110 Chinatown. Drifting around town. There we go. Bada bump bump bada. Oh, I gotta change the game over on the Twitch too, huh? Da 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 da. Chinatown drifting. Seto Corsair. Alright, well, I don't really know how this car drifts yet, but I'll do that. Oh my, hello. That's a loud engine. Scoot back in this a little bit. I wonder if the global presets will just work on the here, whichever ones I had. Nah. Nah, that's really bad. Oh, I shouldn't have even done that. Yeah, just reset that. Pull it back. Pitch up. I don't know why the heck it's that negative. Yeah, that should be pretty decent. Let me turn off the damn hands and stuff. Go back a little bit more. Turn up my FOV some. View and video settings, hide arms, hide steering wheel. Alright. Boom. Some broken clouds. Yes, looking good. Do I have the right post-process filter on? I do. It's just really bright for some reason. What's going on with that? Well, these locked again. Ah, that's what it is, the lowest ambient. Touch it, grab it, hold it, flip it. I think I could turn traffic on too, technically, with the traffic tool. I don't know if I'd be able to right here like this. Download traffic links to the map / layout or create some yourself in the development tab. What do you mean? Yeah, search for traffic. Wait, what? No, that's somehow it works. I don't know. There's definitely a way to make it work in here, and I had it working. Whatever, it's fine. It won't work in Chinatown anyways, so. Oh, speaking of, I might as well just TP to Chinatown at that point. Not an online race. Oh, right. I forgot how I teleported there otherwise. I guess I could use free cam. Whatever, I'll just drive there. Like, crap, this car is so loud. Oof, okay. Car's a little grippy. Probably be a good idea to make sure that I even want to drift this car before I get all the way to Chinatown. It'll be pretty fun. It's just a little about it feels a little odd. These tires feel way better, holy crap. Look at that smoke! Jesus. Fireworks over there. What a beautiful scene. Went third, yeah. Oh, the damn speedometer up. God, dude. It's very different than the other ones in this pack. Shit. Going from drifting on Car X Street to this is just such a difference. Wild. This being way better, of course. Just the feedback that I get in the wheel is so different. So the next one, right here. Yeah. Dope donuts. Mike, I'm trying to find some good drift lines around this area, but drifting going? Well, I just started doing it on here. Just got here, doing it on here. It was fun drifting on Kayak Street for a while, though. That shit was actually a blast. It's been a while since I played that game. I don't like this car. I really don't like this car. I think I'm coming to that conclusion. What's up, Karan? How you doing? How's your night going, jump ship? Going well, let's go. You have to join me on the damn Park Street sometime. BMW, please? Yeah, let me just drive the car that everybody drives on here for sure. I'm good. Might switch to a E46, maybe, but not because you told me to. On my desktop though, I don't fuck my laptop most games. Oh yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't run Kayak Street on a laptop either. That shit's more unoptimized than this. Crashed on me 7 times, and I finally think I figured out why, but it's ridiculous regardless. I can't stand this damn car. Get me off this. Maybe in a different car. The handling in this car is terrible. It's also weird drifting in this game not in first person. I probably should have just went back to first person. Issues and just refunded it. It feels better now. It's funny. At first, it was fine for me. The only issues should have came from people like not putting it on their SSD back then. The issue for me, I think, is just that I need to verify game files. But it was crashing, I think, specifically because it was picking up like it was around the same amount of time into playing the game. So I assume Easy Anti-Cheat was just running in the background, scanning my entire PC. Because it popped up a fucking notice saying something about reshade for an error, so I was just like, are you fucking serious? CD back then might have had it on there, not gonna lie. Yeah, that would have caused a lot of issues. But it was flagging reshade, which the only game I have reshade for right now is Schedule 1. I went, I deleted any reshade file on my entire PC and it didn't crash after that, so... I'm just like, what the fuck? The COD ran like dog shit. See, COD runs fine on my HDD, thankfully. But my HDD is not like bad. I do load in. It takes longer for me to load in than most other people, I think, though. Like, I could put Kayak Street on my HDD and it was fine, but most people just had issues with when it wasn't on an SSD for some reason. I luckily was not one of those people. Y'all. Props for sticking with your content, man. It's hard when life gets in the way. I mean, life didn't really... I mean, life has got in the way, but... not nearly as much more recently. That was kind of like an out-of-nowhere thing to say. Life got in the way heavy last year, the year before, and the year before that, but this year there hasn't really been much of life getting in the way, thankfully. I do appreciate the words. HDD was pretty mediocre, not gonna lie, just got it for extra storage for real. Yeah, if I were to put it on any of my externals, it'd probably be an issue. And because I used to make content myself is all. It just gotta, it really is about staying consistent, and I want to get to a point where I can get ahead on it, so if life gets in the way, then I can just, you know, have stuff ahead of time recorded and shit. bump, 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 bump. But no, I definitely gave up on content in the past. So just one of those things of finding something that I feel like it's worth sticking to through all the bullshit anyways. Used to do Apex heavy, Apex Legends, but I had to put that down. Too stressful on top of everything. Whereas this like relieves stress. Miyabi. What user? Yeah. Hold on. I was literally reading your now. I was like, I was about to ask. There's no way that's like or am I right? That's wild. Yeah, you were the one that was driving with iDrive that one day, right? It's a great part about No Hesi. You can get any point to go drift server or something. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I kind of just started becoming more consistent again at the beginning of last month and decided that I'm not gonna stop this time for anything. What's up, MJ? How you doing tonight? Or today? Or this morning? Or afternoon? Whatever the fuck it is for you. That's wild. Hope everything's going alright with you, man. You gotta get in a first person. 7:31 a.m. Damn. It's 6 hours ahead of me. That's wild. You're in the future. It's your last 24 hours, yeah. It's funny. What's going on, Bagel? How many FPS I get in Chinatown? Well, I have... Just as a disclaimer, I have extra effects turned completely off right now, so... But everything else is turned up pretty well. We're getting 120. It's better than the 40 I was getting yesterday. 100 FPS, which is actually, like, more than enough. If there were cars on the track, it'd probably be, like, a lot less. But... for having things kind of turned up the way I do right now, it's actually pretty decent, especially with all this smoke. On my screenshotting graphics, I get 30. Yeah, no, I mean that's I have 3 presets now, and this is the medium one. If I'm on like screenshot graphics, yeah, I get around like 40, 30. And it's a clear dip, like it'll go down from like 50 to 60 to like 40 and 30. And then it'll go from a 9 millisecond frame delay to a fucking 28 millisecond frame delay, so... There's definitely something up with Chinatown's optimization, and that's in single player, not in multiplayer. Chris tried to tell me that it was like some server-side optimization thing. I was like, I don't think it is. I'm sure that's both, don't get me wrong, but there's definitely something with just like the normal optimization. What do I do for oxygen? I fucking hope that sometimes I remember to breathe. Oh, him. On the moon, man, I live on the moon, it's made of cheese. Dude, that's the place to be then. Fucking love cheese. It is just a big map too. It is, but the thing is that only happens once I get into Chinatown. Like it's everywhere else on 110, it is still a lower frame rate than like other maps. Which is like, I hate having to explain that to people who go, they're like, why do your graphics look so bad? I'm like, bro, I'm on a fucking, you know, why don't you get on 110? With high graphics, and you tell me how good your game fucking runs. You know, like, they just don't understand that. Yeah, this map in general is kind of expensive to run graphic-wise. But then when you get to Chinatown, it's a little bit more... But it makes sense, there's more detail on this fucking section of the map than there is in, like, any other map on Assetto Corsa, to be real. 30 FPS. I just eat the 30 FPS to have my game look nice on 110. It depends for me. If it runs smooth, if I can run smooth at 40 or 50 FPS, then alright, cool. You know, but if it's like if it's inconsistent and it dips here and there, it affects me, my like driving too much. Empty ass lobbies. Thankfully for me, I never lag when other people are in the lobby. I'll get like a frame skip or something when they join, or like a little bit of lag when they join, but that's about it. And then soon, I guess, traffic in Chinatown will... Yeah, traffic in Chinatown will be fire. They definitely need to have a bit more optimization before that happens, but... That would, like, we need traffic in Chinatown. Like, I've considered going in and making my own AI splines just to have traffic and single player on here. But I can't, like... Then I'm like, man, I'm just doing... doing No Hesi's work for them at that point, and then I'd be the only one to get to enjoy it because I can't upload the fucking map to my own server to have other people drive on because it's No Hesi's IP. It'd be sick. It'd be awesome if I got allowed to do that, or if they had a server that I could have privately for people to join. That do have tier 3, obviously. That'd be cool, but I don't like bothering people with shit like that. You'll get private servers in the future. Yeah, there's private servers in the future too. It's just one of those things where it's like, I've seen them do it for Broomy, Nitrit, and other people in the past, where they have their own servers like through No Hesi for event servers. 2.0 will be less laggy. That'll be cool, yeah. I assume like for traffic 2.0, the traffic cars that they'll have will be more optimized mesh-wise, making them run better. And there are content creator servers. Well, yeah, that's what I mean, like content creator servers, yeah. That'd be sick to be able to do one of those. In the future, there'll also be private server hosting. Yeah, the private server hosting will be sick. Bigger scale is gonna be confusing though. Yeah, my thing is I want drift cars, you know what I mean? I want Chinatown with traffic and then drift cars, not No Hesi cars. You know, or if No Hesi could like make some better drift cars, because like, man, trying to like finagle the cars that No Hesi has right now and turn them into drift cars is so hard. It's a different type of drifting with those cars, and I can do it, don't get me wrong, but like but then I've got like this right here where I'm just like, it's so fluid. They have a drift server? Yeah, they do have a drift server. Usually they use DWG cars, which aren't bad. I like DWG cars. It'd be sick to be able to drift around Chinatown with DWG cars, actually. It'd be pretty fire. Do they still have the drift servers, actually? You got... Is there still No Hesi drift servers? I haven't looked in so long. Demnam, please, Assetto Corsa. Yeah, we got... Oh, I know why I haven't been on the drift servers. They removed Daikoku parking. The Daikoku parking with, actually, I don't think there was traffic, but yeah, Daikoku parking was sick. But since they removed that, I just haven't been in the drift servers because there's all the same shit everywhere else. Like, they got, Tsukuba, Fruits Line, Clutch Kickers, Brooklyn Park, and Aquino, which all exist on other servers that have really good drift cars. So in tier 1, yeah, they do. And like I said, those are really cool. I missed the Daikoku one. Daikoku was a blast. I'm gonna find it in the content manager. Yeah, I did check it in the content manager. Yeah, I don't go on the website or Discord. I only use content manager always. There's, like, I remember when Lith and I were in, like, JDM server on 110 doing duo runs, and people were like, wait, how are you guys in that numbered server? There's only this many. It was like right when when they first got the stuff up on the site, and they had way less servers on the Discord. And we were like, yes, this is our hidden server. This was the first time I've actually seen Chinatown. Oh shit, hell yeah. Yeah, the updates that are being teased for No Hesi are gonna be fire. I want the main thing for me is a clear roadmap would also be really fire. I didn't like the whole, I planned to like do streams and videos for the updates that were supposed to come this weekend, and then everything got pushed back. I think what I need to do is just plan for the things to get pushed back from here on out. I hope that they don't, but plan for them to get pushed back. What is going on? Slide. Holy shit. Like using nighttime only because everyone's graphics are meant for daytime? Yeah. Yeah, I've considered using the nighttime servers like that because you just kind of glows to ambient, but luckily we didn't really have to deal with people joining the servers because we were already doing the like empty server thing. That's one thing I'll give it to, like, No Hesi, like, just doing fucking insane work with what they're doing. To the point to where it's just so ambitious that, like, there's so much going on. I'm sure communication is so fucking hectic between the staff members. And that was, like, that really showed in general chat when Chris and Datrius went back and forth on whether or not Chinatown was ready to be released on Monday. That shit was kind of funny. Datrius was like, no, Hugo still has some finishing touches to do. And Chris was like, nah, it'll be ready tonight. And Datrius was like, no, it won't. That shit was hilarious. When empty server, somebody follows me. Yeah, so that's because, like, the people that do use Content Manager usually sort the servers by, like, drivers. And they'll just join one that has people in it. And that shit pisses me off. Like, I get wanting to drive with other people, but... And it wasn't... Yeah, no, it was not ready. It wasn't until fucking late Tuesday night for me. And that was, like, Monday afternoonish when they were talking about that. That shit was... It was funny. At that point, it was like, oh, like, it's already not... Like, he originally said it'd be Sunday. I'm like, it's not Sunday anymore, so it's, you know, just at this point, just wait until it's really ready. Somebody told Chris it was ready, and somebody else told Chris it wasn't. Like, that's where I'm like, the communication there was rough. A community manager that, like, gives out these announcements might be key. One that, like, double checks with everybody first, and then puts out those kinds of messages and announcements and teases and stuff. That would, like, that would go a long way. Not that it matters. I mean, it's not like my video wouldn't make a difference, you know, if I would have made a video on it. And Broomy's fucking insane. Motherfucker recorded a video and got that shit up within like 12 hours of Chinatown being put out. It was wild. There was a problem for Sunday. Well, yeah, there was. And Chris just mentioned like what that problem was one of the like shit that you could go through or walls that you go through or something. 4 hours a day. But that's where there should be soft releases, you know? The private servers might make it easier to do that, but like you do soft release, like kind of what they did with the cars in the past with content preview stuff. I think it'd be kind of fair. Do something where like people with the Ghost Sanction certified roles have access to specific servers just to hop on them early and iron all those issues out. But I could also see where that could cause complaints in the community and other people. Oh my god, that's unfair. Why do they get to try it early and we don't? This be so fucking annoying. It should, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's just planning and stuff that I'm sure, like, they're learning over time and have been. You know, we went from the whole series being delayed by almost a month to it only being delayed by like 6 hours this last time. So that in its own was a huge improvement to me when that happened. Certified players got to test this series early. No, I mean, yeah, kinda. Yeah, kind of tested the new score system early, but that's my point where they could have done that to do it with the map too. Like it's reasonable that people that are top players test issues and whatnot. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. But again, it's just improvement, internal improvement on communication, and they're doing that obviously. Things have gotten better since 2 series ago. God, dude, the series 2.5 shit. God, oh my god, it was so messy last year. I'm glad I've been able to be here for all of it and be a part of it, though. It's been a good time. And with this stuff, like Chinatown and other improvements, like I have more of a reason to be playing it this time around. Once I hit my score on 110, I don't know, something made me stop playing. I don't remember what, but started playing Counter-Strike. That was part of the issue. I might go on a little score run. Bump, bada bump, 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 bump. I almost want to try driving around Chinatown in VR. That'd be kind of fire. For a bit, need to get to school soon, so you have fun. Hey, dude, hope that goes smoothly. School treats you well. Have a good day, dude. I appreciate it. I'm definitely having fun. I'll tell you what, drifting around Chinatown's been a blast. Like a vibe, yeah, it could be cool. A lot cooler with traffic, but speaking of, alright, hold on. I need to see if I can get traffic to load up in single player in general. Not like in Chinatown, but go here, traffic. Track won't work in selected mode. Won't make any sense. Try it anyways. Are they added traffic to Chinatown? No. Is something about it lacking that? It is lacking that. I think they're waiting until they release Traffic 2.0 to do that. And I'm sure they've been using Chinatown to test it. But yeah, whatever way they're doing, it must be easier or something than doing the AI splines and stuff that currently exist through the tools that exist. Because it's possible right now to just do it, but like I could make the AI splines and probably just run traffic in single player if I set it up properly, but I don't know if it's worth the work. Yeah, something tells me the traffic's not working. Driving the video I've seen seems pretty solid, seems less sporadic. I think that was a render. Yeah, I think that was a render. If you look, the car that's driving around the corner, I think I know what you're talking about, the video that you're talking about. The car that, the BMW that they show in that video, they do like this transition to where that BMW turns into a completely different BMW. And I think that's where it flipped into like CGI, kind of like a 3D render. So, I don't know if that was at like traffic that they were testing. It could have been, but it didn't appear that way to me. If that was the traffic, then yeah, it seemed pretty tight. Download traffic lanes. No, there's traffic. Okay, the traffic tool just doesn't work. Alright, dude. Whatever. Shit. It wasn't me. Wow, 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 wow. Shit. But when you hit them, I know. That's what I love about this traffic in single player. Look at just... get out of my way, bitch. You're stuck upside down. Oh, shit. What's up, Malachi? When they do that in the future, that'd be wild. That would I think that would kill the optimization, though. He did say they'll park themselves and shit, so who knows? We'll see. Definitely fuck with other people. That's where it's like, yeah, everyone would have to have like their own traffic and some. I don't know. That'd be weird. But when they do private servers, I don't know how they're gonna do that. I guess private servers for only tiered members. That's gonna be interesting. Like pretty much everybody's just gonna have their own private server, right? If that's an option. That would be interesting. Yeah, it wouldn't really go too well. RXP had that for a little bit and it was not good. Yeah, see, there's no traffic spline for over here, so the traffic won't even come over here. Already from what I heard. Interesting. Is this a Seto? Yeah, it is. What a is indeed Assetto. Servers? Yeah. I thought they were just gonna do to where like only people that have a subscription can host a server in the first place. Doing it for free might be costly on them, but they make a lot off of Tier 3 as it is. Or off of subscriptions, so who knows? They might have the ability to do it. Because I guess, like, yeah, if the tiered members don't have servers up at the time, might as well let free members do it. Something, lol. What's up, biohacking? How's it going? What's it, of course, Evo coming up? What do you mean? What exactly are you asking? Assetto Corsa Evo's out, so yet another game to release very early, way earlier than they should have. I don't know why the fuck they would. Hilarious when I Hall of Fame cars my private server and hit a score. A learning lesson for real. I don't know. I'm sure they'll make it to where scores only active with certain cars. That'd be wild though. Not the full version last I remember. Yeah, no, it's not. It's early access, but it's like, fuck, dude. Gotta pay for the game. I don't know. It's I don't like paying for early access games. I do have Evo, but yeah, they don't even have free roam or anything like that yet. So I don't know when they plan on releasing the full game. I haven't looked at that roadmap in a while. I'm gonna hit a score with a traffic car. It'll be wild. We can mod it like this version. From what I heard, eventually they're gonna do that, yeah. Like, it won't be available right away, but eventually they're gonna allow mods and stuff like that. Get a feeling that I never known had before. No, I get it. Oh, sometimes I gotta get feeling. My brother's shopping cart, my life will be complete. Dude, or the motorcycle. Motorcycle will be wild. I'm sure they're gonna select the cars, hand select them though. The motorcycle would be literally cheating. Certified with a shopping cart, yeah, no, that'd be sick though. If the score worked like per vehicle and they could set it to where the modifiers were balanced for every vehicle, it'd be kind of wild too. Shit. Sorry, didn't mean to make water fly everywhere. Why is there even a fire hydrant right there anyways? Finish like that can happen. It'd be sick, like, if they really just created their own game at this point. But doing all that now would be undoing a lot of work that they've already done, but it's kind of needed. I don't know if it's needed, but that is tolling. Yeah, but they're using AC server, the Assetto Corsa server tool that's like available to everybody. It's some open source shit, but they're limited to a lot because of it. They're like coding their own thing from the ground up now. So like the thing that's hosting all their, or that manages the back end of their servers, are doing all. The fuck? Doing that all from scratch, so hopefully whenever that gets done and implemented, that's how they're gonna do Traffic 2.0 and stuff like that. I try my best to keep up with whatever the hell Chris is leaking in their Discord, and that was one of the things he was talking about. The thing is Traffic 2.0 and a lot of those like updates are all gonna be tied together in one, and it could either make or break the game. Like quite literally when I say break. Why did I just lose all power? Good, I'll do it in second gear. There's levels to this shit. the time and get it right. Yeah. I don't even need to take their time on it. They just, you know, as long as it gets updated steadily and consistently, and they listen to the player feedback as they happen, then everything's gonna be vibing. They could release it half-assed, but as long as, you know, they keep updating it, and they keep this as an option, you know, or their regular shit as an option until they finish it, like, that would be the thing too. Like, I feel like to roll out the new stuff, they don't have to necessarily get rid of the old stuff. They might have to get rid of half of it, but they have so many fucking servers open right now. So many. What they did with realistic physics. Yeah, you know, and that I kind of feel bad for. They're putting a lot of work into that for, like, a pretty small percentage of the player base to even care. But if they advertise it more in a kind of slick way, where, you know, they, or if they talk to somebody like me or somebody else, could do a Push and P versus No Hesi video where we emphasize the fact that No Hesi has realistic physics, and if you play on Push and P servers, you should probably check out the realistic physics No Hesi server if you want those realistic physics, you know. Because that's like, that was my big argument with people when they're all like, oh, Push and P mode, they think it's better. I was like, bro, No Hesi has the option to do the same shit, but better, because, you know, their own cars that they're making, their own maps, their own tracks and shit. I'm like, yeah, like, if you want to play for the realism, you can, there's an option in No Hesi, so I don't know. Make a tier 3 thing for a bit. Yeah, true. That would make, actually, honestly, that would kind of make sense. But I don't want them doing something for tier 3 only that's half-assed, you know what I mean? That's a little bit different, because then when you do that, then it's like people are paying for something that's half-assed, I guess. I don't know, that's a little bit, that's a good, oh man, that's a rough one. Not even tried pushing P. I don't know if I really need to. No Hesi hits all the marks I need for real. Yeah, that's the thing. And like, if No Hesi didn't have the realistic physics server, I would tell you the same thing that a lot of other people say, where it's like, yeah, I mean, if you want that realistic feel, go to Push and P and try it out. But like, that's not even, that statement doesn't even need to come out of my mouth anymore. You've got fucking realistic physics, realistic traffic, and all that shit on No Hesi, and it's honestly better than anything I've ever seen on Push and P. And plus, Push and P, like, you gotta be subscribed to Push and P's Patreon for all their fucking new cars and shit like that, bro. It's so cringe. They don't really, like, I don't know. Let me stop. Let me just stop there before I fucking go deeper down into that. There's something wrong with these. They're so bumpy going downhill. Holy shit. There's a pay to play. Not pay to play, no, but there are some like car releases where you have to be sub to their Patreon. It's kind of similar to having like tier 3 on No Hesi, except they don't release free cars anymore from what I've seen. And even then, like, maybe, oh no, you're good. Even then, like, the cars that they release, honestly, they're not good. I don't really like them. And I don't want to assume, but it also seems like it's similar to like back in the day with GTA servers, where people were using certain sites to get free MLOs and free cars and stuff like that, that were supposed to be paid, and they're using them as their own and charging for it in their server. I don't like that. It's weird. Like, you gotta start somewhere, but Push and P makes more than enough now to where they could hire somebody to do all of that shit. It's the same way that I felt about people doing that shit in GTA servers. Like, if you're like me, you know, I'll admit there was some things that I downloaded just to try on my own server on GTA 5. but I never released to the server, to the public, or had any, like, it was just me and a couple people testing things to see if it was something that I wanted to do. Had I went public with it, and I started charging people, you know, real money for fucking in-game apartments and for cars and stuff like that, then I would have been making them from the ground up. There's a reason why I learned how to do Blender and all that, or use Blender and all that shit, you know. But it's like, once you're past that placeholder step where it's like, all right, now you know what you need and you know what you want and what you should pay for and what you're going to charge for. Like, and especially when they're making as much fucking money as they are off their Patreon, like, you should be putting that back into your shit. But I don't want to assume much. That's just like, from the outside, that's what it looks like to me. Because their shit's very inconsistent. So trash with the camera swing? Well, I don't know what to fucking tell you, buddy. You are the only person to ever say anything like that. It's called neck effects for one. And for two, how else am I supposed to look out the side of my car when I'm drifting? Literally everybody ever does this for drifting. In first person, so. Especially on a single monitor. What a weird thing to come in and complain about. Motherfuckers complain about anything nowadays? Yeah, for real. Like the one person out of the hundreds that have been like, oh my god, that's a super cool immersive way to do that with your wheel. Or everybody had a fixed camera, bro. No. Maybe everybody that's driving straight and cutting up or something, but not everybody that's drifting. You can take your ignorance somewhere else. You look trash. But that's okay, you don't need to be here. Why take the time out of your day to be here and complain about somebody else's preferences in a video game? Bye-bye. Fucking annoying, dude. Literal just fleas that jump on people's skin and try to bite over and over again. Go waste your time on somebody else's skin. I need to get some good. They're just rage baiting, brother. Keep up the vibes, I guess. If only they'd know who they're talking to. I don't ever rage at chat. They say, especially when they say some mind-blowingly ignorant, stupid shit like that. One person out of the thousands that have fucking said that this shit looks amazing. You need to get some good neck effects to cut with, not gonna lie. Is there Eddie's? Forgot which one looks so nice. Probably, but they probably use the same shit. You mean for roof cam cutting up with neck effects? I can't do that shit. I have to have neck effects off for roof cam when I'm cutting up. I have good neck effects, like these neck effects are good just for cutting up in first person that I use. I can't stand the way it feels like. But my thing is like, when I'm cutting up with roof cam, I make sure that the cam is cut off right at the mirrors. And if you put neck effects on, when you hit the brakes and stuff, it does that shit where it like leans forward and back. And then the mirrors come in and out of the shot. I don't like all that. A little janky looking for real. Yeah, I don't know. I was playing it on the controller the other day and it wasn't all that bad. But yeah, I haven't tried it with neck effects on the controller, so. Yeah, Grim, I appreciate you, dude. Ugh. Hit the curb, crap. Bro didn't even know that it was called neck effects. He called it fucking camera swing. Would have entirely smooth. Yeah, no, I could see that. I'll have to try out controller with the neck effects. Oh shit! What up, what up, what? Yeah, I can't really find any good, like, street lines to drift. Like, normally they're, like, in a city like this, there'd be a nice line to, like, drift through parking lots and stuff, or alleyways, and... It doesn't really have that. Where you can link it and loop it. I heard they're boosting points for the first person cam. Yeah, they are. I don't know. There's like Felony pointed out a really good, or not a really good, a really bad flaw in that though. Where like there's people just, you know, based off of the fucking history of it now, especially with what just happened recently with the giant ban wave. Fucking OG players getting banned for abusing a bug. Felony pointed out that if they boost points for first person, people can be in first person like this, but then run the OBS plugin and drive through an OBS pop out in third person. Which is just like, it's such a good point that I was just like, dude, yeah, I mean, people will definitely fucking do that. It's getting to the point to where I'm gonna have to have like a goddamn monitor cam. Stopping them from swapping mid-game. There's gotta be something that they can tell with that too, where they know when somebody swaps mid-game and they can like disqualify it or something. Maybe that's why there's some people that are like, oh, why is my score resetting mid-run? Maybe they like accidentally changed their camera or something. There's people that are like, oh, I didn't even tap anything on my score reset. I wonder what that has to do with it. A lot of work to make majority stop crying. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I would like first person to be buffed too. First person having a buff would be fire. It would give me a reason to cut up in first person again. I miss it. I switched to Metacam, you know, last season after setting a really good first person score. Like, I had like 20 billion with first person, and then I had 29.9 with Metacam, and I was just like, alright, I'm just gonna stick to Metacam. But like, I would love to go back to driving in first person if it could match up with the Metacam scores. No crying about it, or just, play how you want. Yeah, literally. It is odd. They're just mad because, like, they think that people using Metacam equals them being bad in first person, when it's the opposite. Like, people that are good with Metacam are also good in first person. Like, really good. You can't really cut up good in Metacam without knowing how to do it in first person. The only thing that Metacam does for you is lets you see 3 or 4 more cuts ahead of time. The thing is most people using Metacam and getting the top scores are able to cut up so good, they don't have to fucking look at the cuts in front of them. They just look ahead of them and they're already, muscle memory's just, you're just doing it. You know? No, I would argue that all of us started in first person camera up until like this new season and me putting out the video where like, because there's new players hopping in and instantly being like, oh, what can I do to get a better score? And then they watch a video like mine and then they start using the Metacam right away. But like, they're going from 100 million to like 800 million by switching to Metacam, you know what I mean? The top players that are already good at cutting up in first person are going from billions to billions. Like, it's 2 completely different levels. Like, yes, Metacam is easier, but you have to already be good in first person in order for Metacam to really work. For the most part. There's some exceptions, you know? Like, Lith, my buddy Lith that I cut up with and do duo runs with, he never really cut up in first person. He's always been third person, but he started on controller. So then it comes down to like a wheel versus controller thing. Like, controller feels more comfortable in third person a lot of the time. And it did for him, but he switched to Metacam and, you know, he got a better score too. So, I don't know. Makes it happen quicker, to be fair. Can't deny. Oh, yeah. No, that's why I always say Metacam is technically easier. But that's like, it's only easier to the extent of the threshold that you decided to hit in first person. You know? Like, I got really good in first person before I ever switched to Metacam, which is why I can get such high scores on Metacam. Like, somebody that can't get higher than 100 million in first person isn't gonna be able to break fucking 2-3 billion in Metacam. It's just not gonna happen unless they get better and better and better over time. In case anybody's wondering, the bot in my name stands for better over time. If you try first person, you're not gonna astronomically be better because of a camera. Exactly. And that's the thing. The people that are like, oh, people using Metacam are trash, they could never cut up in first person, are just fucking coping. They think that their score being bad is because of the camera, and that the Metacam scores being good is because of that camera. It's just not the case. Like, look at fucking, what's his face? There's somebody that has my score, if not higher, that did it in first person. Like, if they switch to fucking Metacam, bro, they'll be sitting in top 10. They're sitting like top 30 right now, I think. I don't fucking remember their name. But regardless, there's people using fucking first person camera. Why does it say this person's not even on a map? What the fuck? Metacam, Chase. Oh, Onito did it in just Chase Cam, alright. Azure, no wait, QWERTY did it in Chase Cam. Where's the first person camera though? Right here, Ludio, first person camera, 5.7 billion. You can filter? Yeah, I'm fucking lazy. I didn't feel like reaching over to my keyboard and typing. Oh, I could have just clicked. Oh, right, I didn't have to type. I'm used to filtering by fucking vehicle and shit. It's odd because there's Chase and then there's Chase camera. Well, they have custom camera, external camera. I thought I've never seen a bumper camera, and I've never seen anybody use any of those though. Any modern ones are non, like Kirby or Dyna. I think Chase and Chase camera are just the same thing, and for some reason it's worded differently when people are on a certain server. I don't know. It was weird because in the filters they don't actually have the option for Chase versus Chase camera, but they do have the custom camera, external, and all that stuff. It was very odd. I don't know, so I can get better with Metacam. Tried it before, but it didn't really feel right. Yeah, honestly, bro, just get as good as you can in first person first, and then gradually like get used to Metacam, and you'll get a better score with that. But yeah, no, it's a heavy case of like you have to be good in first person to be able to cover Metacam. I think people really just don't understand that. You got to build up that muscle memory for Metacam, because like in Metacam, your focus should be like 5 cuts ahead of you, 3 to 5 cuts ahead of you at the least. So like you've got to be on autopilot making the cuts that you saw ahead of time while you're still looking for more cuts. And if you can't, then it's hard, you know. What's up, better than Faker? I like Faker like the shooter. Would you keep it going? I appreciate that. First person, my PB is just 138 million. Yeah, you could definitely. That's like I said earlier. People that get like 100 million will get like 800 million with the Metacam, you know. But if you can get 800 million in first person, then you'll get like 2 billion with the Metacam. You know, it kind of just keeps going like that. But I do have videos with good tips if you need to get more score and shit too. I think you need to be in Midnight Club to be good and No Hesi. Midnight Club's fire. Underestimate what Metacam really is. Yeah, well, a lot of them are coping, right? They wanna make it seem like they have more skill by putting down people that are using a different camera. That's why there's so many people that are like, oh, I did it on Cup 2 tires in first person and in rush hour. Like, bro, nobody cares about all those specifics. Like, they really don't. Like, the people that have actually been playing this shit do not give a shit, bro. I remember when this one dude started playing, and he made it a point to anytime he talked about his score, he's just like, yeah, but it was in first person. Yeah, but like I got mine in first person. And it was like, I hate to say, like, I don't mean to sound like this, bro, but it was not a good score. So I'm just like, bro, nobody cares. And you gotta cut any cat try and catch you off guard. Whereas Metacam, you can see ahead and have more. Yeah, so that's what Metacam gives you is more time to react, but you do have to be focusing ahead of you, and that's what kind of like it's a little bit weird. Midnight Club 6 specifically. Does Midnight Club 6 exist? Wait, what? I don't know. It's been I haven't played since Midnight Club LA. 12 minutes in my feed. The way you explained it so much sense after I saw that video. Oh hell yeah! Oh, that's sick. I dropped 600 mil score recently. What's your PB? 5,200,000,000 and something. Almost 5.3 billion. But I got 140k in first person. Oh my god, bro. Oh man. I'm gonna have to do a first person run before the new score system just to see, but it's been a while since I've done first person consistently, so I'd have to build that fucking muscle memory back up. Midnight Club 6 is a meme for IRL. Oh! Yeah, there's that too. Hey, don't do that though. Don't do that. Don't do shit IRL. I fuck around and hit my best score on first person just to prove a point. I was considering it. I really feel like I could hit a better score on first person on Rush Hour than I could in Metacam on Realistic, to be real. I would just have to have the patience of a fucking Buddhist. Of a monk. Whatever one, like, whichever one fucking meditates, I don't remember. Rush Hour is far more predictable, to be fair. Well, and it's slower traffic, and when you're in first person, it's kind of like easy. Like, with how slow the traffic's going, you already can react. Like, it doesn't matter if the brakes aren't that great either. You could just... I've saved so many runs in Rush Hour. You know, solid 99 kilometers to 200. Without shoulders. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to try it again. To be fair, every time I do Rush Hour, I do it in fucking 110, so... Somebody got a Rush Hour, I think it was Spooky, got a Rush Hour score on SRP, and I was kind of mind-blown by it. At first, I was a little sus, but the more I looked at it, I was like, no, I could see how that would happen. Yeah, number 6 on the leaderboard, Rush Hour traffic, on SRP... Passed 1,010 cars, got 9.7 billion. Have to avoid shoulder as best as possible. Yeah, unfortunately, we're in a shoulder meta right now on for SRP specifically. 4.5 kind of. And then 110 is just not viable in general. This season is when that happened, though. It used to be avoid the shoulder for sure. Except for some scenarios. I didn't realize people were doing some shoulder stuff last season too, but I stopped playing, so like 5 months. To be Rush Hour is like the only option. Rush Hour, the other ones are unpredictable and full. No, I like 110 Rush Hour. Like the pattern, it was actually pretty easy. It's just not worth the point. Like, I don't know, there's not enough points in 110 still, even for Rush Hour. The bug slash glitch that got people banned recently. Well, considering they have passive mode disabled now. Let me put it this way, they disabled passive mode. I don't know if you could figure it out just from that. But there was a way to no clip by having 2 people in a crew or passive mode, really, inside of each other. If 2 people in passive mode were inside of each other, not in a crew is not the right word, but if 2 people were in passive mode but inside of each other when they like drove off, they would just drive through all the traffic cars and it would still give them points. Did they fix it? Because before they'd always be on their brakes. I don't think there is a rush hour 415 right now. I'll have to look. Last time I checked, there wasn't a rush hour 415. Oh, on 110. That they fixed up some spots. There is still the okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You've got to be careful when you're pulling up on parts that are exits. The cars will be backed up from the exits, and like on their brakes. And then there is sometimes yeah no actually sometimes the lanes do that. But that when I was running with Roomy and everybody that he had in his stream, nah, it seemed pretty smooth. I think they fixed that for the most part, just not the far right ones on exits. I think they those are still kind of backed up. The fuck yeah, Kansuo, bro. People using that bugger, they were so cringe, bro. This is the video of the guy that exposed it. Was all like, oh, I'm exposing it because the mods banned people that shouldn't have been banned. Like, bro, look. If they abused the bug and they reported it to the mods, they probably didn't get banned. That's why that guy didn't get banned. His friends got banned because they abused the bug and didn't report it to the fucking mods. So he got a fucking wild hair up his ass and decided to fucking make a video about it. And then Benzi, the guy that's like a fucking long time No Hesi player, is also defending the cheaters. Like somebody commented on that video, it's like that's what you guys give it. Like imagine fucking cheating and then blaming the mods. And Benzi's like, oh, apparently your parents didn't teach you well enough what cheating is. This is a bug that the brain dead mods couldn't fix and blah blah blah. Like, bro, shut up. They abused a fucking exploit to get to the top of a leaderboard. That's cheating. It's like there's no arguing that. That's just straight up cheating. Hey, people play victim like that. It's so cringe, bro. It's just cringe. Like, why? And not only that, it's like you know it's a bug. Why are you gonna go for a full 15-minute run and get a high score then? Just report the fucking bug. The reason why the mods didn't fix it is because the idiots that tried to fly under the radar and play it off as if they weren't fucking cheating. And so the mods are like, I don't know what's actually going on right now. We can't figure. They didn't fix. I didn't fucking know. You know. So it's like, I don't know, bro. It was just a situation where it's like, just get them out of here at that point. They don't fucking belong in a community where people are trying to be competitive and have that competitive integrity. Obviously, the people that just drive on No Hesi to drive and not go for a score don't give a shit, and that's fine. They shouldn't give a shit. The part of the community that's like in it for the score and trying to have fun going for scores and shit like that. It's not fun when you've got people abusing bugs to do that shit. It's so cringe. How to record the steering wheel like this? Here, I'll show you. I will be more than happy to show you this. Bow, 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 better, 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 better. So I've got green tape on the rig right here and a blue towel draped down. And then I've got a blue screen and a green screen effect on it. And then my feet just go under the blue towel. And the pedals are down there. And I've got a webcam mounted to the top of, or the back of my chair with an old tripod. That's just looking straight down at the wheel. That's the tripod's also wrapped in green tape, being green screened. Are there any scripts for No Hesi like Perfect Dodge? No, I mean there's scripts to like make controllers fucking work better and easier. That's like the furthest the scripts go on there. They can see, the thing is like they have a log where they can see unusual activity and stuff like that, and they did start noticing that with the people that were bugging, so. Good to hear, I might try it. I hate people that play with it. It's not my fault, they didn't know I was gonna abuse the glitch more. Yeah, like literally, bro. Like, dude got a #1 score, tried to play it off. The other dude that got a #3 score, I called him out in the Surdy chat, and he posts screenshots of his progress. Because I was like, nah, bro, you just started playing No Hesi in June. This is sus. And then he posts screenshots of his progress of his score in June, which, by the way, passive mode existed then. I'm just going to throw that out there. Passive mode was introduced by that point. So, but the best part to me was when the dude was like, nah, bro, I just got really good quick, and Benzie helped me out with my AC settings. And then 15, 20 minutes later, he tags me, and he was like, nah, you know what? Honestly, bro, it is a bug. And I reported it to the mods, and I told them to like, not only did you just, like, fucking make yourself look really bad because you're trying to play it off, but you waited until you tried to play it off and save face to then report it to the mods. But then you also called out your friend who used the bug by doing that. Benzie did talk sense into him because the motherfucker, while trying to defend himself to me and play it off, told Benzie to check his DMs. It was like, Benzie, look what I sent you in DMs. And then it was about 5-10 minutes later when he tagged me and he was like, you know what, it was a bug that I was abusing. And that's when he submitted the report to the mods. And he fucking thinks people can't see that. He thinks that there's no way that I could have seen when he reported that ticket. Little does he fucking know that Vencord lets you see hidden channels and all that shit. And tickets are nothing but a hidden channel. So I saw when that popped up that he fucking reported it to the mods in the middle of that conversation. He didn't report it before that. You know what his reason was for not reporting it until then? Discord was down. So how were you defending yourself and sending screenshots into the certification chat if the fucking Discord was down? What? Yeah, I'm upgrading my setup and split between a 34-inch monitor and a 32-inch monitor. What do you think? Whatever you think, bro. I'm on a 27-inch, but my 27-inch monitor is fucking almost too big to be real. Actually, wait, no, these are both 27 inches. You don't really need more than 32. Just make sure that the monitor is a high refresh rate. And whichever one's like a good resolution and high refresh rate, bro. 27 plus is perfectly fine as long as you got a high resolution and high refresh rate. 34-inch is a little crazy, but if it's just for a rig, like if it's just connected to the rig, then that could be kind of sick too. But he has a meat helmet collection, dude. Ooh. Oh man. He's so fucking stupid, bro. Like, people couldn't see through it. Everybody saw right through it, dude. And if it wasn't for him finishing his run, it may not have ever came to light, to be honest. I gotta take a piss real quick. Sorry, guys. Damn. I only couldn't imagine cheating in a game where I try not to hit cars and drive through traffic. Yeah, bro, and it looks so fucking boring. I couldn't even do that for 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, it's just wild. 15 minutes of driving straight and just staying, yeah, 15 minutes of driving straight and staying inside of your homie. Now, we already hit almost 2K total views since restarting the stream on YouTube. Fire. Not even avoiding anything, just driving with no intentions. It's just so weird. Like, at the very least, like, drift with each other. Always stay inside your homies. Alright. Jesus Christ. Dude, I have like a fucking nose hair or something tickling my nose. I'm gonna switch up the music. Let's do some a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. For gold, yeah, totally. David to jump off of this Jersey bridge. But keep it up, let's raise our hats. Red for the cancer, red for the wealthy, red for the drink that's mixed with suicide. Just won't you push me for the last time and scream until there's nothing left. First it goes bang and I don't want this anymore. So fucking fine, you want a murder, I'll be one. Cause I've said enough for we're done. I'm tired of begging for the things that I want. I'm oversleeping like a dog on the floor. Ugh. Got any Need for Speeds or the iRacing? The iRacing? Yeah, I've played a lot of Need for Speeds over the years. Very arcadey, and then iRacing's the opposite. I didn't really try iRacing. I will though. When Black Friday comes around, I'll probably get whatever deal they have. Hopefully it's a good enough deal for me to get. And the thought of you is no fucking fun. You wanna murder, I'll be one. Because I've said enough of we're done. So think about it while I do. I don't wanna feel the thing anymore. Good idea, yeah, cause like, it was like, if I was gonna invest in iRacing, I would have been getting the 2 years, you know, just to make it worth it. But everybody's like, oh, it always goes on like a huge sale on Black Friday. I'm like, alright, bet, I'll just wait then. I got Le Mans Ultimate right now and other racing games that if I want to track race on, I can. But for a game that's got a monthly subscription, yeah, I'll just wait till then. But then I've got a fucking, oh man, refresh the page, jump ship. But then I've got a fucking, what's it called? Buy the cars and tracks. Yeah, let me know if it still says it after you refresh the page, because I may have forgotten to change it, but I thought I changed it earlier. But oh wait, I actually do have it up. Alright, drafting is fine. Oh. I just pressed Windows L. If everybody wants to try real quick, press Windows key L. I appreciate you letting me know I fixed it. Things that I want. Imagine living like a king someday. You are the shadow screaming, "Hey, gods now!" He's like, I'm gonna use Windows. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there's a lot of Windows shortcuts that I've found out through the time of accidentally hitting keys. I'll tell you what. Boo, PTV. Boo, Velda Pierce. What's going on, Gio? Suddenly I flipped my screen. Oh no. I've done that a couple of times in the past. And it did not know how I did it. I still couldn't remember how to do that to this day. I always have to look it up. It's like 3 or 4 different fucking keys. Did I get diseased? Sleep, talk to the night. Drink and drive. Anything to help me let go, let go. Worst has yet to come. Let's hit the drift track. The underground. You tell the teacher, like, oh, I can't do my work anymore. They give you like a new laptop. You fucking do the same shit on that. I don't know what's happening. I can't do my work though. Oh, God. Wait, where's the drift track at? Got everything to lose, always find a way to prove but I'm not deserving. The new dog ate my homework, yeah, literally. Oh, God. Found the drift track. Gamble points. I don't know if you could do that with channel points, unfortunately. I know there's ways to get like bonuses, but I don't know what they are. It's been so long since I fucked with the channel points. You could get lucky and, what's his face? PK. If you're in here at the right time, I got a buddy who probably has more than enough channel points. He's gifted multiple people VIP through it. Because he's just always lurking. Well, was. I don't know if he still does anymore. But back when I played Apex, he was always in here. Let's see. Yeah, right now he's not, but yeah, a lot of times he is. See, what I think What I think would be really cool to see is just Chinatown itself being its own little map that they have with a drift server. Because you don't need the rest of 110 right now. Like, if they make other POIs on 110, cool, whatever, finish the map, like, fully as a full map, or start runs and, like, the online servers and stuff. But then take all those little POIs, including Chinatown as itself, and make those drift tracks. With, like, drift cars with some traffic and the underground, you know what I mean? Like, that would open up a whole new world for a certain player base that just doesn't exist right now here. Like, traffic drifting is cool and all, but like, people love getting tandems and will do that shit 24/7 if you give them a good foundation to do so. Especially, oh man, especially if you go ahead and add in score for drifting in some way, shape, or form, where you get bonus from passing cars and being in tandem with people and shit like that. And they definitely know how to do that shit. Or could figure that one out, I'm sure, with what they've done so far with their score system. City seems a little too dense for drifting. Nah, they just need, they need more, like, throughways for the city. You know what I mean? Like, more parking lots that are open and alleyways to go through. Stuff like that. But, like, you know, they got this right here. And I think with traffic, honestly, in the city, it would be actually a blast to drift through. It wouldn't be, like, insane fast drifting, but it'd be fun. It'd be like Daikoku. Drifting server with points. You already know people would eat that shit up. That's what I'm saying. I'd be on that shit all day. Because, like, ACS has points on their drift servers and stuff. It's really not that great. Like, and there's ways to modify that point system and do your own shit. Like, right now, actually, as a matter of fact, I could pull up a drift score thing. Oh. I guess it's broken. Oh, wait. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. See, now I've got a drift score in the top low. Here, put this shit right here. So, like, it's definitely doable. But to, like, have the extra things, like, extra points for being in tandem, fucking points for fucking drifting through traffic and stuff, you know, that'd be cool. Amazed Dash Race hasn't pushed for it. You seem, yeah, Dash Race I'm sure has plenty of busyness going on in his own life though. Dude's like 19. He's got a lot going on, I'm sure. I'm trying to be honest. Yeah, I'm a little surprised about that too, but I guess that's why we got drift tires, you know? That'd be sick. Yeah, it would be. But I think he knows that if he brings up something like that, it just means more work for him too. And he's probably got a lot on his plate right now, I can only imagine. Especially if he has like a job outside of No Hesi. I don't know how all of that works, but the only person I've ever talked to that talked about like No Hesi being their job is JoJo, because JoJo's constantly answering emails and shit like that. Get everything to a point where they can do stuff like fun drift servers. Yeah, for real. I mean, like, look at this. Being able to have this 5x, watch my score go up while drifting is motivating to keep the drift going. JoJo's a cool guy. Yeah, JoJo's awesome, honestly. Not too much for the amount I have. It seems like he's a nice guy. Yeah, I mean, literally just the brief time that I talked to him, same. Like, within that amount of time, he was just, like, real about everything and fucking gave away tier 3 to some random-ass person. So, it was definitely cool. Down. Ah, wow, that just took away so many points. What the fuck? Hey girl, you know you drive me crazy. It's the rhythm in my head. I see what's going down. See, and I could change these settings. The score angle size. Oh, that would be like the UI. Whatever. Yeah, it's really sick. It'd be cool to have all of this, but like an actual system for it, leaderboard and all that stuff. Like I said, there's some servers that have stuff kind of like that, but they're not like... They're not as in-depth as like No Hesi's current setup score system. I see the way you go and say you're alright again. Heed my lecture. And push her around. Yeah, that's the main thing. Something competitive would be sick for drifting. I was surprised that they've never given like a score bonus for drifting through traffic in general, but I guess that's kind of like... That'd be very convoluted to mix in with people that aren't drifting and a little unfair in some ways, I'm sure. Get boost for not drifting, or using passive mode and getting inside the homie and drifting together. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. So fucking stupid. Definitely hard to get it working perfectly, for sure. Fuck. Damn, just got yeeted upside down real quick. Alright. Let's cut up. Chinatown's fun and all, but... Gonna go ahead and do some runs. Rush Hour SRP. Ah, but they have the SRP fucking realistic JDM. Hmm. I will do Rush Hour SRP. Let's cut up. I'm gonna cut up. I'm gonna do some solo runs. Try to fucking see what I can do here before they change the whole score system. Ba-da-bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Fuck, dude, they don't have the damn WRX thing. I thought it already happened. No, it was supposed to happen. Unless, like, it happened today. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, no, no, no. Of course, and no, you had it forward. You had it forward. That's what it was. It was supposed to be Chinatown Sunday, but the score system was supposed to be updated before that. That's what was said last week. But then it got flipped. Chinatown got delayed, and now the score system delayed. Dude, it's... Yeah, no, you had it right. That's how it was. That's how it originally was. Not announced. It was never announced. That's what Chris said in the fucking general chat initially. Well, that's where I said, obviously, there's something going on with the line of communication, with what's ready and what's not. But it is a lot to keep up with, so I can't really blame them. Time to set everything to low, so that I have everybody coming in trying to fucking talk shit about my graphics, as if it matters. Should I do first person, though, in Rush Hour? Or should I... No, I'm just gonna do Metacam. I'm just gonna do Metacam. New score system, no more shoulder. Hold on, I'll tell you what all of it is, or what all of it's supposed to be. No, I'm not doing first person. I'm just gonna do Metacam right now and chill on Metacam. From Chris. Graphics are like terrible, you know, there's mods to fix that. Oh my god. Watch this video when I was a servers, which is definitely the main concern of ours. A lot of the performance details on a single player we noticed it's actually quite a lot better than the previous version. Interesting. Hold on. Finding the list of updates that's supposed to come. Hold on. Hold on, I'm getting there. Hold on, I'm getting there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who fucking... Somebody stepped on some toes or something. Hold on, I just want a message that Chris sent in the VIP feedback chat. I want to clear up a misconception first. We're not, quote-unquote, a couple of teenagers. No Hesi is run by a 20-person team developing everything in-house cars, maps, scripts, and systems. That's something no other Assetto Corsa community is doing at this scale or in general. To be fair, you get, well, like, I think a lot of people actually know that and want you guys to just make your own game. But I understand the difficulties behind that, so... It's not just like a pick it up and move everything. It doesn't work like that. But the 110, I understand where you're coming from. If your main interest is strictly point/meta, it might not feel worth it right now since 110 isn't the dominant choice. That said, we have a buff coming this week. Fixes... Okay, yeah, the fixes are going to be meta balance, first-person camera buff, rush hour buff, realistic physics buff, which will make it more competitive again. It's also going to be... but meta balance means a 110 buff, basically. There's a side thing. Dude, who said something that fucking... Who implied that they're just a bunch of teenagers? I love how... Oh my god, who is this? I love how whoever calls the shots made all the maps competitive just so that they won't make 110 for free for everyone, but didn't think of fact no one will buy the 110 now because there is no incentive. So your 110 is making you no money regardless, and paying $12 for a map is criminal. iRacing is... That's not... I'm just gonna stop reading from right there, because it's like, bro, if you're paying for tier 3 just for 110, and you were only paying for it because it gives you an advantage in the game, then you're fucking, like, just no. Just no. Like, there's so many other things that tier 3 can give you that you could, like, the only reason why I got tier 3 when I first got it was because there were drift servers, there were free roam servers, there were fun special servers. The 110 didn't exist. You get fucking certain cars, you know? Like, that dude doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Tier 3 for cars and less populated servers? Exactly. Now, the work that they, even if they were just a couple of teenagers, the work that they're putting in is crazy, but you can tell, but the, like, no, obviously not just a couple of teenagers. It is a young dev team. By no means is it like, you know, they're all like seasoned veteran fucking coders and shit like that. But there is definitely like very, very talented people on their team, and they're doing insane fucking work. So whoever made Chris go off like that, if it's that guy or not, whoever did, like, they need to fucking... chill. I hope that the stuff that I say every now and again about it doesn't get misconstrued that way either, because I don't want to step on anybody's toes with certain things that I say, where it's like, my main gripe is always just communication. But that's hard. That's the, you know, I'm not good at it. If I was part of the team, I would completely understand it. So it's fucking, you know what I mean? Like it's neither here nor there. No, well, it is only baby stars. That's just wild that somebody drove him to the point that he had to put out a whole thing like that. They shouldn't let like noise like that get to them as much as they do, though. It's kind of like I don't really want to bring it up, but like Nitrit having to like stop playing No Hesi and support No Hesi in general because he made a video where he implied another game was better, and then the No Hesi staff got upset about it. It's like, bro, you're getting upset about the wrong things. There needs to be competition. Without competition, it would be the reason, you know what I mean? There would be nothing to compare No Hesi to. That's why, like, the whole Push and P versus No Hesi thing is actually a healthy balance. Without it, like, people that play Push and P would never hear about No Hesi. You know, you need that competition. And I guess vice versa, but it's like people have their preferences, you know what I mean? If you want to chill time, you're going to be on No Hesi. You want a fucking more realistic experience? Well, one, now No Hesi does have realistic fucking servers for that. But like, Push and P does kind of offer that. If you want shitty traffic patterns and fucking people that don't know how to drive on your server too, though. It's another thing, like with No Hesi being a little more arcadey, is you get like, even though people aren't like great drivers, it doesn't really matter. The physics on the cars are a little bit more forgiving, so you don't really have to worry about like shitty drivers as much as other servers. So it's, I don't know. It's a give and take with all of that, but competition needs to be a thing. No Hesi is on a pretty insane scale in comparison. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, No Hesi, hands down, like, slaps every other community in the face except for ACS. ACS has put in a lot of work for, like, keeping their drifting servers and stuff going, but they haven't done anything outside of the box like No Hesi's done. They could, by all means, but they haven't. The only thing that they have up to scale that No Hesi does is the amount of servers and, like, drifts, like, things. Like, they have all the different drift packs, all the different maps, all of that stuff. Like, ACS has that. But they don't have, like, a whole system in place that like, No Hesi does, so... And they don't, like, make their own car. Like, that's the other thing. They don't make their own cars, too. Like, that is definitely something that No Hesi has above all. Like, they have in-house designers for cars and fucking maps now and shit like that. Yeah, no, they definitely are taking it to another level to where they might as well be creating their own game. Oh, yeah, wait, no, the passive mode doesn't work. Change color of my car. Congratulations, you just got yourself completely hidden from my channel permanently. I don't know why you think you're funny coming back the next day to try to say something again about it. But absolutely pointless. Nobody thinks what you just said was funny. So. Tim is great at what he does. Amazing even. Yeah, not for real. And Hugo. Hugo did a lot of this map from what I believe, right? He's the one who had to do the last minute stuff too. 3D modeling on the map. Tim does really good on cars. I think there's oh, I know what I was trying to do in the fucking settings now. Sorry, I just had the biggest brain fart of my life. Oh. Wait. I hope this shit doesn't actually work. I'm gonna stay out of passive mode because I'm not getting fucking sussed of anything, but... thought they did away with it. Talked a little to him. I haven't talked to him at all or anything. I just know that, like, if he's working on the maps and stuff like that, he's also doing some insane work too. I don't know who, like, the lead 3D designer for this map would be, but... Tim is definitely the car guy, yeah. All I'm gonna respond to that is it's not even about being a snowflake or not being a snowflake. It's about being a respectful human being and being a streamer that wants a clean chat. So you can take your fucking dumbass self elsewhere. And that's the only response you're gonna get from me because I know what you're trying to do. It's cringe. Oh shit, I might do other stuff too. Yeah, I mean, he's obviously a god in Blender with how... Like, that's... the reason why they probably stopped doing car releases is because of how much work that took. One bill score, here it comes. Nah, if I'm only getting one bill, then I'm quitting. I need to be getting like 20 billion in rush hour. But I'm at 5.3 billion for my PB right now, so I need at least that to justify continuing doing this. Wait, this is interesting. Traffic's going so slow. Holy shit. Oh, from the normal start? Oh yeah, I guess rush hour doesn't really matter. I think I'd still rather start here for rush hour. It's because the turnaround is technically easier. Probably really not much different. I probably could go that fast, starting from here, but kind of like also focus on what my multiplier is looking like with these certain cuts. I'm trying to keep it optimized. The fuck is that car? The RX-7. Super skinny, that's for sure. Shit. Like right now, it's looking pretty bad. Alright, so that was a 90... No. Alright. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Fuck. Damn it. Oh, use a Pagani? Shit, yeah, if you're trying to go for a high score, you gotta use something that's a little bit skinnier and better to handle. Either the Pagani's bad, the Pagani's alright, but... so weird. It might just be like some weird delayed like score updating thing. I don't know. It's strange. It's strange the way it works sometimes. Benzie removed from the leaderboard because he cheated. He abused a bug. And decided to act ignorant about it afterwards. Him and many others got removed from the leaderboard for abusing a bug. And then fucking went and tried to act like it was the mod's fault. Cried about it and made a video about it. Cringe ass fucking people, dude. Shit, fuck. We create things on... I don't know if it's consistent. Like, I can recreate things on, like, every other basis. It's, like... It's not necessarily that it's inconsistent, but I don't know. How do you even check if someone abuses a bug? By being part of the Discord and reading? Or how, you mean, how do the mods know they were abusing a bug? I mean, one... They basically admitted it. Because they tried to play it off after getting called out with a very obviously bugged score. One of Benzie's friends did, and then basically dragged Benzie down with him. But not only that, the mods pretty much already knew about the bug, and I'm assuming we're working on a way to fix it. But since they decided to open up their mouths and tell everybody, now they disabled passive mode and banned everybody that abused the bug. How did they confirm they abused the bug? Well, it was kind of easy to tell just from the amount of cars passed. It was something that I even said like a month ago about Benzie's score. But they also have logs. And in the logs, they can see certain things happening that make it very obvious that somebody is cheating in some way, shape, or form. And I'm going to go ahead and assume, and force replays, yeah, but that's not as viable because I'm sure that takes up a lot of space and it's probably constantly overriding each other. The main tell is so on the back end of a server for the log for Assetto servers, say I do this, it's gonna say player with my ID had a collision with part of the track. If I do this, it's gonna say player had a collision with a car, and it's gonna say what entity I had a collision with. My guess is if they were abusing that bug driving through cars, because the bug was them driving through cars, then they could see on the server logs every time they drove through a car, it was probably registering as them colliding with the car. So they would just see a log of collision, 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 yet they got a score somehow, you know? So they have logs, bro. I mean, they're developers and have access to the server logs. Those are very telling of people. And of course, they're not going to tell everybody what all they can see with those logs. But they can see a lot. A lot more than anybody thinks, that's for sure. Top 1 player, I'd imagine it's held for review. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. You, unfortunately, you fell into the kind of gaslighting me on that. Like, oh no, Benzie's an OG player. I don't think he'd cheat. It got me to kind of believe it a little bit, but I was like, I don't know. I know you remember where I was like, nah, there's just no way this guy got this score. I was like, he passed a third the more cars than Emissions and Eddie. Like, nah. I think people would actually, I know. And that's the hardest part about it. It's like, even the guy that admitted that he was abusing the bug at first when he was defending himself, I told him, I'm like, look, bro, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not on either side of the fence. As much as I wanted to just be like, nah, it's like obvious you're cheating, I also like to have the benefit of doubt in people and just be like, I don't know, maybe you could just be good. Because the thing is, I've played shooters for so long and been accused of cheating so many times in Call of Duty and Apex Legends that, like, I know what it's like to just be that good to where, like, you get accused of cheating by people that are sitting on their couch eating Doritos and playing on a fucking controller. Because they just don't know what it's like to play a goddamn aim trainer. And I don't want to be that guy. Wilson doesn't know, and I didn't want to use it because it's stupid. Me and Philly just talked about it in 30. Yeah, exactly. Like, that shit... So many people were doing that shit, too. And it's really demotivating for somebody like me who doesn't even think about trying to use these methods or anything. I'm just trying to get better and better over time. It's the reason why bots on my name, better over time. Just simply trying to get better over time constantly, whatever I'm doing, and then yet here I am constantly having people taking those shortcuts. Well, that's, you know, now one of my new favorite sayings that I randomly came up with and put in my fucking Discord bio is shortcuts only lead to dead ends. That's something I gotta remind myself constantly. Like, people that are taking those shortcuts, they're just gonna wind up fucking hitting that dead end and they're not gonna get any further in their life. So... How do you know all that? Do you frequently talk to the top players? I mean, there's a certified chat for a reason. Like, yeah, of course I talk to the top players. I'm in the certified chat constantly, way more than I am the general chat. Fuck that shit. But I'm also in the general chat, and you can search like messages that people have sent in the Discord. So in order to keep up with things a little bit easier, so that I don't have to sift through all the bullshit, I'll search from things from like Chris, the owner, and from fucking other top players to see what they've been talking about. But they also tag me a lot. Like they know who I am, so they tag me and shit when shit happens, and I get DMs from people. How did I know the bug shit was happening? How did I know the bug video got released? Because fucking I saw the score pop up on the leaderboard. I was like, nah, there's no way. I went to the certified chat, saw that somebody called out that same guy that I said there's no way about, so I also called him out with him. And I was like, nah, there's just no way, you know. And then fucking Benzie, once, you know, that guy put out the video about the bug, talking shit about the mods, Benzie DM'd me the fucking video. In which I'm not even gonna respond to or give him the time of fucking day because it's just cringe in the first place. It's gonna be the most videos that dude ever gets on a long form video. So cringe. I think it's active. Yeah, I'm very active in certified chat. Way more points on the 2 lanes than the 3 lanes, but traffic is way slower there. I went from 60. Well, yeah, 2 lanes very easy. In rush hour traffic, there's no traffic on 2 lane though. Crashing into this cop. I gotta stop reading chat if I really want to focus up. General chat's kind of ass sometimes. Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, I don't like being in general chat a lot of the time. Like, I'll help people out in there if they're like asking about how the score works. I'll just send my, like, tag my video or whatever. Shameless self-promo, or they don't care. Because at the end of the day, it's easier than trying to type out a whole explanation of how the fucking system works. But other than that, yeah, no, I'm chilling in the certified chat, just talking to people in there. And that's where it's like, bro, you can't, like... I don't really want to say this, but I'm going to. If somebody cheats in No Hesi and doesn't touch the top 500, nobody's going to care, and they, by all means, are probably going to go under the radar. Nobody's ever going to say anything. Nobody's ever going to care. But if you start hitting a top score cheating, you're going to get put in the spotlight immediately. And people are going to fucking wonder, especially if you came out of fucking nowhere. You're gonna get put on a spot immediately, you know what I mean? Like, you're somebody who doesn't ever stream, record, post any clips of your recordings or any of that shit. Or you're somebody who streamed back in June and all of a sudden you stopped streaming for 2 months and you just got a score randomly, you know what I mean? Like, people are gonna suss you out and they're gonna figure it out so much quicker than somebody that sits flying under the radar. You get certified, including stuff like certified chat and Discord. I mean, that's pretty much it, is a certified chat, but it's not even just certified anymore. Anybody with the ghost, sanctioned, or certified rank can get in there, so... But it's still like top 500, I believe, or something. Go in the community and people kind of know me. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, I wouldn't say you need to do that for people to know you, but that's like, that gives me credibility, you know what I mean? Like, streaming, every time I play this, I have credibility. Like, if you, that's why nothing's really ever a worry for me, you know? If you want to suss out a run of mine, alright. I've got a timestamp for you to the stream where I did that run, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be very easy. Or I'll just ask a mod, you know, what day did I get that run on? Because I'm sure they can see that. I'll go back to the stream that day and find that run for them. You know, like, it's so easy to do that. But if you're somebody who doesn't do any of that, and your excuse is gonna be, oh, I wasn't recording that time, or the guy that fucking started talking about the bug was like, yeah, I guess I'll just record on OBS from now. It's just tedious, bro. Like, you're so fucking lazy at that point. Recording on OBS is the least tedious thing you could do. You set it up, you set up a replay buffer, and from then on out, you click start replay buffer and save the fucking replay buffer. That's it. Like, the only thing that's kind of tedious is figuring out how to set it up if you don't know how to already. But the dude streamed. Yeah. The dude streamed. He knows how to. What car do I drive in real life? A Hyundai Veloster. Fucking ugly ass hatchback. Actually, it's kind of cool looking hatchback. Turbo. The turbo seats. Oh, there you go. I mean, see, the thing is though, I'm sure you'll like, if you plan on going for a PB run where you know you'll hit the top of the leaderboard, then you're gonna fucking, you know, you'll record it in some way, shape, or form, or at the very least have the damn replay. This dude, I was like, so why did you decide to stop streaming when you got better? Literally, I asked him this question before he admitted he was using the bug. I was like, why did you decide to stop streaming once you got better? And he was like, oh, well, I tried it and it wasn't really working. I tried streaming and it wasn't going too well. And I'm just like, what? Exactly. So when you got better, like, people like seeing the journey of people getting better. It's like, I didn't just start streaming to fucking, you know, 50 to 100 concurrent on YouTube right away. I'd be doing this shit every day for a year. People saw me getting better. People see the YouTube videos of me getting better and now learn from me. That's how I grew. Like, so it's like, again, my question, why did you stop streaming once you got better? He couldn't fucking answer that. Because obviously he was abusing that bug, which he then admitted once he got put in a fucking corner. And he tried making jokes like, oh, I'll record just for you, don't worry. No. Record for the fucking No Hesi mods. Not me. That's literally something that they want people to do in the top 100. Top 10 of 15-year-old? I think age is pretty irrelevant to what people are on the leaderboard. And I wouldn't know what age anybody is on anything, because I don't care to ask people their age on No Hesi. So I think I know, like, 2 people's ages because they've said it in general chat. Datrius, who's like 19-ish. And then fucking somebody else who's 16 because they compared their age to Monster House. Yo, how far do I need to go to find Chinatown? Just click the fucking just click the fucking No Hesi symbol, teleport to, and teleport to one of the parking lots. The something bank parking lot. That'll be the easiest way to get there. The way that I get there, it's kind of like hard for me to explain off the top of my head. Like if you were to just drive there. Yeah, after the first like 2-lane little merge thing that happens, after that when it opens up to like 4 or 5 lanes, you drive down that a little bit and just watch out to the right. There's an opening that you'd turn into. But you could just use the fucking teleport system too. It's easier. Just be safe, cause I did that. Oh yeah, yeah. Definitely didn't want to have people sussing you out of that. And replays aren't really the best backup for that. That's for sure. I play single player, so I don't need to pay for tier 3. You can use CSP debug. Just use FreeCam and use CS. First off, use FreeCam if you want to like fly around and look for where Chinatown is. It's a lot easier. But you can use, so if you follow along the main road, it'll be to the right after the like first 2 lane, right? It'll be to the right there, and if you go on FreeCam, then you can use CSP debug to click to teleport your car. So you can just teleport your car there if you want to, from that too. It's not like right after the 2 lane, it's a little bit further down, but yeah, you got that. Gotta go for a school piece, bro. Hell yeah, dude. How'd that go smoothly? Your plays are kind of terrible, yeah. Especially for a collider bug like that, that wouldn't be viable. Or collider swap, I guess you could call it. Not really a bug, it's a literal intentional swap of the colliders. I need to lock in for a damn good rush hour run. Oh, white line meta, guys. So easy. So hard, I mean. White line meta, so hard. So skillful. No, that is fit. You lie. He knew how to do it since like the dawn of time. He just didn't. He probably should have told someone for real. The thing is when the dude said he reported, he said the mods already knew about it, which was kind of weird. This shit is so flimsy. The bolts come loose after a 30-minute run. Fucking tape, bro. I have the RacGTing fucking Challenger 301 thing. It's in the description of the stream, but I have it reinforced. Like I've got pieces of a tripod, like legs and stuff, like taped the fuck up on here to keep this more sturdy. And anything that I need to, I wrap that shit in tape, bro. Gorilla tape, regular tape, as much tape as you fucking need, to be real. Tape will be your best friend in metal pieces of things. Why does emissions has SC? I don't fucking know, bro. Some time to find a solid workaround. As far as checksum, didn't catch that actually. Oh, you're talking about the collider shit? Well, because they were allowing it so that people could play the non-DLC servers without buying the DLCs. Or so people could play the DLC servers without, yeah. They were kind of, but now it does check some. That was their fix. They had that, no, that was an easy workaround, honestly. Just making it to where it checks for the colliders, but I think they were afraid of losing like a chunk of the player base because of that. But it's like competitive integrity or people that refuse to pay $12 for all the DLC in a video game. You know, it's... You know, hate to say it, but I think the competitive integrity is a little bit more important than the people that refuse to spend $12 on all the DLC for this game. I think that's a pretty good fucking deal. Why did I change my car to white? I can't even fucking see this shit. More for the base game offset. Yeah, well, I learned my lesson on that shit a while back. I will never buy a game without checking the damn all key shop first, because I bought a game and then saw it on there for way cheaper and started fucking hating myself for it. I had to help. Did that hurt my soul? Ah, that's rough. Luckily I didn't do that for Assetto. For Assetto, Assetto itself was actually on sale with all the DLC on Steam for like 12 bucks, so. CD keys is good, but if you go to all key shop and then you type in whatever game, it shows you all the key shops, CD keys, Gamavo, G2A, and it compares all their prices. So I've always just used that now. It's fire. Yeah, CD keys does tend to be one of the like cheapest keys always though. Kinguin, CD keys, and G2A tend to always be like the lowest prices. Gamavo is pretty good too though. What's it called again? Instinct, all key shop. It's either cheap digital download or all key shop, but I think it's all key shop. It used to be called cheap digital download, and then they changed it to all key shop or something. You know what hurts my soul? Starting off with 100 X's and then fucking dropping to 14. Will I buy GTA 6 on release? Fuck yeah, if I have the money at that time to do so. Shit, I'd be playing Borderlands 4 right now if I had the money to. I'm hoping somebody buys that for my birthday. It's the last day of this month, so. But that's a pretty expensive birthday gift. I also don't really want to sink the time into Borderlands. That'd be a good chunk of my fucking time right there. Like, obviously I want to, but I recognize that that would be kind of bad for me. If I can go to see... No, don't do that. It'll be like $100. GTA 6 will be worth $100 though, in my opinion. I mean, I guess I could stream Borderlands 4, but like, my issue is like, I would just sink time into it and then not really utilize it in the way that I should, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't stream it. I might stream it to Twitch. Streaming it to YouTube wouldn't really make sense to me, I don't think. It's only 29 something gigs? Huh. There's no shot. $29 gigabytes for Borderlands 4. I wonder if that means they're going to come out with a lot of DLC, and if they are, is it going to be paid? Well, actually, you know, look. Do what you want with your money. That's an expensive gift, so I will say Lith has the game, and he's going to be playing it a lot this weekend. So since there is co-op in it, if I had it, I would play it with him, and I would stream it while playing it with him. But that would be taking like focus off of No Hesi and driving content and stuff, and I'm a little worried about that. So. Need to be worried about that. There's something like stupid small. Let me see. Like, I just feel weird, dude. I feel weird taking gifts in general. The PlayStation 5 version is approximately 28 gigabytes. The Xbox version is around 29 gigabytes. The PC version requires 100 gigabytes of SSD storage. What? Something tells me the AI is not right. It says in their requirements on Steam for PC, it's required for 100 gigabytes. The same for PC. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, no, it's definitely not the same as console. No, I will add you on Steam. I hate this town. 'Cause no one can understand. Just can't be tied down. It comes between me and my plan. So now I never know the things to say to you. Help me prove that I'm still on your side. So washed up, and all my friends don't give a fuck. Bet it's 21x2. Your Steam name? Why? Why is your Steam name 42? It's my IG. Oh. Well, believe it or not, there's... Oh, and in your description of the Steam, it says IG 21x2, so that makes sense. Found it. 42, which is from a book I read. Reading, man. Whenever I read books, my eyes take words from other lines and puts them into lines. Like, it has to make sense, but the issue is because it makes sense, I'll read the entire page until it doesn't make sense. I'm like, wait, what did I read wrong? And then I read back, and I'm like, oh. 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 It's wild. I need to get better at reading. Don't we have a girl in the top 20 or something? Bro, you care too much about the demographics of the top players. Like, don't we have a 15-year-old in the top 10? Don't we have a girl in the top 20? Does it matter? I mean, fire if so, I guess, sure. For all I know, half the people in the top 20 are girls. I have no idea, bro. I have to reread shit a lot of. Added of there. Like that, so you get in the normal version. Look, whatever you want to give to me, that's all you. Like I said, I already feel weird receiving gifts in general like that. So, but that shit's fire, and like I beyond appreciate that. So, but oh hey, let's fucking go, everybody. W's in the chat for Jump Ship gifting Borderlands 4 so we can play it this weekend. That's fire, dude. I appreciate that a lot. Knowing how big it is, that's gonna be hard. No, he knows it's my birthday. Legend to us? Wait, what's that thing that you have? I don't wanna know your secrets, cause I'll tell. It's hard enough being alone with myself. I don't know how long I'll be holding on. Legend US. This badge was granted to users who watched Legend US Itadaki, hosted by FPS Shaka. Looks cool. I'm interested to know what kind of people the best players are. Cool people. Mr. MK said hi. Hi. Oh, a Tekken tournament. Hell yeah, that's fire. Tekken's a fucking wild animal. Oh, it's probably the other shit that, what even is the difference of this? They don't even say what the difference in the versions are. I don't think it even really matters. Oh, it does. It's these things. As well as the new missions and challenges. Oh yeah, no, that's all like side stuff. See, I didn't even like that shit back in like Borderlands 2 and shit like that. Don't get me wrong, the DLCs were cool. But I replayed the main story over and over and over and over again. I didn't even care for the DLCs. Different versions for Borderlands 4. Yeah, I just went to the store page to look at the size, and I saw it shows the editions, but then you click compare editions, and it doesn't actually like doesn't really fucking tell you. But yeah, no, it's just DLC shit. Been one of the few to not disappoint. For the most part. For the most part. The pre-sequel, it was good. Borderlands 3 wasn't bad, but there were some things that upset the community that definitely could have been a little bit better. But other than that, yeah, no, they definitely like they're all still solid games no matter what. I want to take you to hit your first 1 billion points. 4 minutes, maybe. Gonna hate them outright? Yeah, no. Definitely overall, always solid games. Like, I played the shit out of the pre-sequel too. And 3 I would have played more, but unfortunately I didn't get it soon enough, and everybody had already played it a lot, and everything was spoiled, and blah, 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 blah. Which is why, like I'm saying, I greatly appreciate you even doing this, because I would have gotten this, like, but it probably would have been like a month or 2 from now, when I really just was like, alright, here's extra to be able to get it and stuff like that. But being able to play it now ahead of the curve with everybody is going to be really fucking sick. So Halo kind of fell off. Halo did fall off. I want to spoil the dank, man. Jump ship already is. Oh, okay, you put that in all the streams. I don't mind excited to see the stream. Yeah, I'll probably be tomorrow night. Technically tonight, but yeah, tomorrow night. The Tales game? Yeah, I didn't play those. Those I definitely didn't play, but I just didn't really, I don't know. From the start of your first No Hesi game, basically, did it take you weeks or months? Well, when I played, like, hitting 1 billion wasn't, like, that wasn't a thing. It was, like, prior to when, like, just prior to when I started playing, but then they put in an hour limit for runs. And it wasn't even possible to do it then. I think maybe Eddie might have actually hit 1 billion during that meta, but I don't know. Oh god, I got kicked for being AFK. Shit. This notification was slightly disappointing. I mean, that won't be the only stream for it, but that will be the first impression stream, unfortunately. When it comes to stuff that I co-op with Lith, it very reliant on his fucking schedule, because he's got a... I work from home, he doesn't. He's got a fucking factory schedule. So. But that's not to say he wouldn't have a separate character with me if I told him that I'd rather wait until tomorrow or something, but... We'll see. I can shift it around. Make sure that I stream it whenever you're able to see it, regardless, if you care about that. Take you weeks and months. Did you play the old Assassin's Creed games as well? I'm not big on story games like that. Like, like, everything's a cutscene. I can't stand that shit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm weird. Like it's just like Assassin's Creed wasn't enough action. I did play old Assassin's Creed games, but I have no like memory of them to be honest with you. They didn't stick with me too well. I just weren't that fun. I don't know. Like the first one was maybe pretty fun. I came from like Prince of Persia though. Like Prince of Persia, that shit was fun. I don't know. Constant action in that shit. Hello there, May. I was gonna start the download now. I don't know, that's a good idea. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck, man. You're gonna make me want to, like, itch to fucking play it now. But I'm not going to. Ah! Because I could have this shit downloaded in like 20 minutes, I'm not gonna lie. Uninstall that, uninstall that, uninstall that, uninstall. I can install that on a different drive. Uninstall all that. Yep, yep, yep. Uninstall, uninstall. I'm gonna clear up space on my main drive. Wait, this is an SSD, right? Yeah, cool. Install. Boom. Accept. Let's go. Fucking WOB, WOB, W jump ship, WOB jump ship, 21 times soon. Jesus Christ. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to the damn JDM SRP WRX realistic traffic since that's back. Somehow. Whatever name you have and remember at the time. Obi just rolls off the tongue so easily. It's such an easy name to say. Jump ship, even though it's the same amount of syllables, it's kind of like jump ship, you know? Like, it's almost like not the same amount of syllables. So, I don't know. Like, Obi's just like, it's just easy to say. I gotta take a piss so bad. Give me 1 sec. Feed me 4 hours early. Maybe this time I might actually hear this one. Not gonna lie. So I haven't heard this in a hot minute. This song? The current one? Cause now I've lost my fucking mind and there's no fucking time. I'm actually meant to be here, trying to consume. The drug in me is you. Oh, misery. Well, this ages ago. Yeah, I was heavy into Escape the Fate when Ronnie Radke was in Escape the Fate. So then when he formed Falling in Reverse, I jumped on that train heavy. Falling in Reverse was really good. They sounded a lot better than they actually were, you know what I mean? Like, Jackie Vincent, the guitarist, just did some, like, you know, really cool sounding stuff that didn't really take all that much skill to play. But that was the whole point of them, where it was just like, you know, they made good sounding fucking music. What game? Assetto Corsa. But yeah, Falling in Reverse. Oh, album was pretty good. What the fuck? The fuck what? It's not easy, man. And for yourself, want you to draw the line. Since I was early team, that's probably like this whole playlist, okay. Uh-oh. I sold my soul to the open road. These guys are from Ocala, which isn't too far from me. So people were talking about him in my city a lot back in the day. But no, that's same for me. I was a little scene kid. You wake at 8 a.m. to go to... Oh my fuck! Well, I will say, disclaimer, I might get the itch to play Borderlands at some point without streaming. I might open it up and scratch that itch at some point. But I'm gonna restart for the stream or whatever. I don't even know how all that works, but I don't know. I can't. Maybe I'll just play Pokemon. I'll just play Pokemon when I get off, so I don't even think about it. Nah, cause I want the first impressions to be fresh. I want to be able to turn it into content too. Like, I can't forever be a fucking No Hesi content creator. That's for sure. I need to put some other stuff in the mix, so I have stuff to do outside of No Hesi when No Hesi gets boring. Inevitably. But yeah, I hope that goes well, dude. Have fun at Pikes Peak. Is that what you're on vacation for? You've been on vacation for a minute. Sorry, let me not keep you up with questions. Fuck it, we'll talk about that. Talk about that again some another time. Just out of Colorado. Oh, see, I don't even know what Pikes Peak is. I'm not gonna lie. Sounds like some like nature walk on a mountain or something. Been here, so we're bringing them there. Oh, okay. Not going to bed yet. Okay. Sorry. I just realized the time. I assumed you were just like, oh fuck, I gotta fucking jump in bed right now. Kinda. It's the amount people race up. Oh. You will not catch me doing that. Me and elevation don't get along. Florida boy, I don't know what elevation is. I took the Skyway Bridge out by Tampa and my fucking nose started bleeding. Because of the damn pressure from the elevation. Fuck that shit. I gotta go soon though, yeah, I figured. No, inhumane, yeah. God, dude. Yeah, that's wild. I want to go to Colorado sometime. Well, not really Colorado specifically. I want to go somewhere where, you know, stuff is legal recreationally and not just medically. Just to enjoy it. Go to like I guess you still technically, you can't really like go out in public and fucking smoke wherever you want, but feeling comfortable to go on like a nature walk while smoking sounds like a fucking really, really nice time. I can't sell it. The fuck? Oh. I do know somebody in Colorado that smokes hella weed, so I guess if I ever went out there, I'd at least have a direction to look at, but... That's all the normal people type shit? What the fuck? That's weird. Fuck that. I'm just gonna go to Michigan. Go visit Michigan. The recreational shit out there, it seems to be just like so simple. They've got loopholes to sell that shit to anybody and as much as they want. Shit's crazy. You see stuff as well. Wait, why wouldn't they just be able to sell weed in Colorado? Oh, is it just specifically those areas? Like there are places in Colorado you can go and buy recreationally, but like specific places they just can't. Dry counties. Like literally dry? I'm sorry, I wasn't... When you said dry, I assumed that they just didn't have any. Like dry being a term for like out of stuff in general. That's the way that I read that, so I think I misunderstood that fully. THCA can be sold anywhere. As far as the last time I looked, oh my god, my multipliers were so good. The last time I looked into it, THC is fully legal anywhere you go, so technically you should be able to buy and sell that shit anywhere. Now, is it worth going through the process of them trying to test it and find out if there's THC or just THCA or Delta 9, Delta 8, Delta fucking 69? Probably not. But I've had THCA delivered from California to here a couple of times. Like, fully legally bought off it. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, it was Bay Smokes, but I got, like, good stuff from Bay Smokes, and I never got any flour from them. Fuck that shit. But I got, the live resin THCA, which, it wasn't bad. Wasn't great either. So yeah, 710 Labs sell stuff through the Flowery out here, I believe. It's expensive as shit. Like I could get that legally here, medically. THC. Let me see. I don't remember if that was the brand or not. Sounds very familiar though. Concentrates, flour, medical devices, merchandise, specials, filter. Yeah, 710 Labs is the main one that they sell. They got flour and concentrates. Shit's so expensive though. Oh my god. 14 G's of lemon tart pucker number 1. 17.8 THC, and I'm not like a big THC guy. Like a lot of THC is not bad, obviously, But like, I focus more on what the terps are. You want to guess how much that goes for? 14 Gs. 14 Gs, by the way. 17.8 THC. Guess how much 710 Labs is selling that for right now? A flower. $200. Never in my life would I pay $200 for a half ounce, dude. That's crit. That's actually. How did Assetto Corsa just crash? Dude, that fucking. That's so criminal that it just crashed my game. They come with a BJ? Dude, it's like, what the fuck? Like, back in the day, the most I would pay for flour, and I'm talking like insanely good flour, was usually 200 an ounce. I'd push it a little bit with this with the guy. Sometimes it would be like 240. You know, that was fine. But $200 for an ounce. $200 for a half ounce, though? Nah, bro. Especially not for something that, like, 17% THC. Talk about TBC's SBC69. Just friggin' medical marijuana stuff. Florida prices being absolutely absurd. But to be fair, like I said, 710 Labs is like the most expensive brand out here. So, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, because Jump Ship's in Colorado right now, so I was talking about how it's like fully recreationally legal out there, and how like one day I want to be able to go to a state where it's like full rec and just enjoy it. Go to like a friggin' smoke bar or whatever. Just to appreciate the legalization. Smoke it the way our ancestors intended it. It's good. I'm not that kind of fucking guy. No, that's how it is here too. As long as you're not a fucking idiot with the cops, they don't give a shit about weed here. Medical or not. I keep my medical card though, just to keep everything legit and not get caught up in anything. Am I getting trolled right now? Did they get rid of the server again or something? Why was I disconnected from the server? No, they're not assholes about it. Yeah. I didn't know you were from Florida too. Maybe you told me. I forgot. If I had to guess, if I had to guess where you're from, just based off of you saying that, I would guess fucking like West Palm Beach area or Palm Coast area. I'm a goldfish. Same. Fucking, I might be kind of close. Actually, one sec. Yeah, West Palm Beach is crazy, bro. I drove out there on my motorcycle, and it's southeast. Southeast Florida. Oh, now that you're saying that, what are you, Fort Lauderdale? Fucking in the weird area, the fucking Port St. Lucie. I had to ride my motorcycle 3 hours down fucking I-95 to West Palm Beach, and dude, it's crazy what they do out there. Daytona-ish area. And you're really close to me. Fucking West Palm Beach, dude. People out there are wild. Like, oh my god, bro. Like, rave city wild. They are non-stop in a rave fucking doing... It's like, dude... DMT pens? Nah, like, they're just straight fucking... smoking DMT and shit, bro. That shit's wild. That's why when you said, like, the cops literally, bro, cops will be happy to find weed on you in West Palm Beach. Because then they're just like, oh, okay, you're not doing anything worse for you. Shit's wild. Central Florida, though, definitely doesn't care about it either. And I mean, hell, my city, before medical marijuana, the city I was in, they decriminalized. They were like one of the first ones to decriminalize it in Florida. So that was pretty fire. Granted, that doesn't that meant a bit, like, and it was a step in the right direction towards medical. But like one of my buddies, he got pulled over at 3 o'clock in the morning. The guy, he kind of had an attitude with the cop because he was like tired and gave him like a sleepy attitude, I guess. The cop found his pipe and, you know, his weed and stuff and wrote him a misdemeanor. Well, that buddy happened to be the same buddy that I had roommate with me for a little bit. And it was almost an issue when I found this house for us to rent. Insane price for this house to rent and size. And we almost weren't able to move into it. The landlord was just like, so the only thing I'm concerned about is this misdemeanor charge that he has. I had to like really assure him, like, don't worry, bro, nobody's gonna smoke inside the house. I told him that we don't smoke at all, which that was a lie. But the main thing he was concerned about was smoking in the house. So oh, come on, don't happen. Oh, thank God. Oh, man, I was so ready for a car to just cut left and destroy me. Shit, dude, my multiplier just got cooked right there. Damn it. Well, that's what it just got hit. No, I only remembered because I watched the car. I saw the car ahead of me do it, so I was just like, please don't do it. I didn't want another car to do it. I paid at least paid enough attention to see that happen that time. I wish I knew if I could remember exactly where it was, I would just avoid going to the left altogether by that point, but I guess sometimes you don't really have a fucking choice. Go, 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 go. Come on. Keep the multiplier up. Keep it up. No, keep it up. Not down. Fuck. Bro, tunnels is ass. Tunnels are ass. Why did I say tunnels is ass? What the fuck? Pause. Wait, what did I say? What did I say? Oh, pause is what you said. You gotta stop being a goldfish, otherwise your ass will get hit. Dude, this car is still kind of crazy. This car is still crazy. Oh my god. No! Bro, that's a whole 100 mil gone right there, bro. Bro. Fuck. Dude. Yeah. Now, fast forward. Alright, as a matter of fact, slow-mo. Whatever you do, do not pause. Yeah, no more resume. Fucking slow-mo that shit. No, I just wanted to sit up in my chair. Damn, YouTube, what happened? Fuck, as we started talking about weed, and this went from 40 viewers to 5 on YouTube. Ah, damn. Okay, that makes sense. I do gotta get off soon anyway. What time is it? How long have I been live? Damn, I've been going, this is the longest stream I've done in a minute. Fuck it. Your lipstick is colored, don't bother, Angel. I know exactly what goes on. Stupid fucking song, dude. Holy shit. Not a stupid song, just I don't like that song. Yo, what's up, Chris? Fake Chris? How you doing? Fingernails in my skin like the teeth of a shark. I'm intoxicated by the light. And the thrill of your stare, I am painfully lost like a deer in the lights of an oncoming bus. Cause you tell me we're nothing but trouble. Heart's on fire tonight. Feel my bones ignite. It feels like whoa, whoa. What about you? I'm vibing. Hey, Rob, it's been a good stream today. In relation with Street Fighter 6 nuts. Hey, you could have me fooled either way. You probably could have shown me gameplay of either one and told me it was the other one and I'd have fucking believed you too. Unless you show me old school footage, but yeah, especially newer ones, fuck, dude. Then again, I don't know how old Street Fighter 6 is. That could be one of the old ones. Have me fooled, shit. Done convinced yourself. You know what I just realized? Eddie was going crazy drifting this car. This car's all-wheel drive. That dude's insane, bro. Watch the motherfucker, true. Literally there for the tournament and thought it was the whole ass other game. It's rough. We go together or we don't go down at all. That also explains why the one guy that was trying to drift in front of Rumi constantly when he was doing the stream, couldn't drift to save. Well, he was drifting here and there, but he couldn't drift really nearly as well as the dude in the R35. On my bones at night, it feels like war. Love feels like war. It's on fire tonight. Oh, you know what? Yeah, he probably could. He probably did swap tires. I didn't even think about that. Not today. No, that's TYRES too. I think that's just the European spelling, but it's still valid. I just absolutely killed my fucking pace. Damn it, dude. Guess I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, honestly, I think that's the proper way to spell tires. Americans are weird. Yeah, TYRE is the standard spelling in British English and other Commonwealth countries, while TIRE is the standard spelling in American English. Wild. Americans just have to be different. Fucking weirdos. Misremember after the fact? Yeah, no, I figured. Mortal Kombat. Okay, it took me a second. Yeah, God, Mortal Kombat, dude. Mortal Kombat used to be so good. Like, Armageddon and Deception were like the last two really good ones to come out from what I remember, and I played the shit out of both of them. Armageddon was fire because it had like every single fucking person in it. Deception was cool because I like the little story shit in Deception and the way that worked. It was a more unique take on the whole thing. Open world feel. Block, I'm not gonna lie. I never played 11. Never played it. I don't think I ever had the chance to play that one. I'll have to check out 10 and 11 at some point because I think I just haven't played either one of them. Yo Gap, I could learn. Yeah, it sounds like something that I would like kind of put habits from playing Smash Bros. And you like use that tech essentially. Was blocking in Smash Bros. Flawless blocking. If you blocked on hit, you can get a counter attack with bar. Oh yeah, so yeah, basically like Smash Bros kind of tech. Oh, it's fire. Your friends or something like that? Huh. It's wild. My issue with Mortal Kombat was always spam, though. People would always fucking button mash and spam certain attacks and shit. That shit pissed me off. And then, oh, I shit on you. Like, bro, no, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. You did the same fucking move, 2 moves over and over and over again. You're not good. It pissed me off. They got rid of it. I really love that. Ah. That's still an issue. Yeah, see, man. Fuck, that was such a good pace too. Sometimes you get a high multiplier when you crash or drive through 2 cars, but also hitting them. Well, yeah, because you're still making a really tight cut. So you get a really high multiplier because you're getting literally as close to the cars as you possibly can. Like Toss fan like a motherfucker. Yeah, that's what I ended up. That's the kind of player that I became eventually because of people doing other shit. But yeah, no, I just button mashing and spamming in general pissed me off. It didn't. It pissed me off in Smash Bros. too, until I finally figured out the tech to actually counter it. But like, getting fucking smashed into the ground repeatedly by Ganondorf pissed me off. Highest multiplier you can get. I don't know. I've gotten 200x before, so like as a solo, that might be the highest. Or I've gotten like really close to 200x. I think I've hit 200x. I know the highest that you can get on 110 is like 99x. I think you can get higher than 99x on 110, so I can only assume on here it's probably 200. Hit, fuck, shit, fuck. It has counters to spam, but to an extent, because some of us do frames together too well. Yeah, it's like... Maybe like when you're a certain character against another one, then like that character will have a counter, but it's like some characters just don't, or like you gotta find those counters. It's just like, eventually it gets exhausting. Especially, oh man. God, he was bringing up like memories of the people that I just want to fucking punch in the face that are sitting there on the same couch as me, thinking that they're fucking so good at the game, using one character, spamming one or two moves. It's like, bro, stop it! So it's fucking so irritating. That was on, now that I'm thinking about it, actually, that wasn't even Mortal Kombat, that was an Injustice. I'm pretty sure that was Injustice that I'm thinking of. I could be wrong, but I think it was. You are the rustling of leaves. You are the honeysuckle breeze. Shine onto me, shine onto me. So 12 on realistic, I think that's around the max. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah, I'd be like 200x on heavy. And then a little bit higher than that. Realistic, I didn't even think about that. I'm in 2-lane now, try to hit a high score. 2-lane, I would not hit a high score. I've already done 2-lane before. It's not possible to beat beat 5 billion on 2-lane. And it's also boring as shit. What a pink cloud summer, 'cause you've gone too long without a smile. But another reason to stay for a while. Down, 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 down. Wait, that's wild. I just realized when I said earlier, a day to remember was from Ocala, which was close to me, that also applied to you. So like, no shit, you would have known a day to remember back then too. It's wild. Spam don't know how to counter a fair bit of technical things. Yeah. Well, then head out. Y'all have a great night / day. Stay safe. Hey, you as well, dude. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Pikes Pike. That shit goes well. Dude, thank you again for the early birthday gift. Like, that shit's... That's crazy to me that anybody is even willing to do that. I literally just said that because, like... Sent somebody buying it for my birthday earlier because I didn't know, like, if anybody was already planning on it, like, Lith or somebody, possibly, but... They probably wouldn't have done it early. They probably would have waited till my birthday. So it's fucking fire. Like it, but try it. I've tried the G82. I just don't like the G82. Oh man. It's getting hot as bullocks in here. Damn it, I just need to wait for the cuts. I was about to go to the left. That wouldn't have been smart there. Yeah, no, 2 lanes just it's nah, bro. 4 million like that long in is so bad. It's not even funny. If I can't let you go. The darkness divide, but the fiction of love is the truth of our lives. But we both knew the cost, now the only way out's in your heart-shaped box. Oh, bro, good luck on your journey. I appreciate that, Zachro. Okay, the multiple. Sometimes it really does just seem like the multiplier is bugged out in some way, shape, or form. That's wild. They sometimes get the urge to cut up in traffic as well, or take a gap after playing this game for so long. No, because I have a brain. I've gone more than fast enough in real life in the past and paid way too much money for tickets for doing so. Eventually, after doing it plenty and not getting caught, eventually getting caught. Not worth it. And then, you know, my fucking brain developed more as I got older and got to 25 years old. And I started being more conscious of people around me. I rode a motorcycle for a little bit and realized how dumb it is for people to do shit like that. So, no, that urge doesn't really hit me. Put my settings like that and I suck. Wait, you mean like the metacam? Like the roof cam setting? What settings are you talking about? I hate that it seems never enough. Yeah, that's what, that's actually what me and Jump Chip were talking about earlier. Like, Metacam doesn't just make you good, like, that's why, like, the people that are like, oh, I got my score in first person, Metacam is cheating, it's like, bro, y'all gotta understand, you have to be good at cutting up in first person in the first place to even be able to make Metacam work. Like, you can't, like, I'm sitting here looking way up ahead of myself, like looking up here, looking at cuts, and like letting muscle memory take over doing the actual cuts because I've done so much in first person. Just like, people don't understand that, bro. You at least got a first-hand experience on that, trying it. My biggest recommendation to everybody is get what you feel like is the highest score you can possibly get in first person, and then switch to the Metacam to top that. That's what I did. Last season, I got like 20 billion in first person solo, which at the time was a top 20 score, top 30 maybe. And then I switched to Metacam and I got a top 20 score with 29.9 billion solo, so that shit was wild. I tried it out. Yeah, well, it's, to be fair, in the video, I always make sure to say, when you switch to Metacam and get used to it, you'll get a better score with it. It's one of those things where when you do it at first, it's gonna suck ass, bro. Like, even if you are good at first person, like Metacam isn't gonna just be easy right away. You still gotta like get used to it and get a rhythm for it, a good feel for it. That's for sure. And make sure you have neck effects turned off, especially if you're on wheel. But yeah, no, it's. Well, I'm glad you at least tried it, dude. A lot of people refuse to try it, and then we'll just like talk shit about it, and it's just like, nah, like it's a different type of skill for sure. But how am I in a WRX? Will you score every season, or why did they remove or best score? Yeah, I mean it's a whole new season. Yeah, it's like resetting ranks in any game. Yeah, everybody's score gets reset on a new season. Like last season was 25-minute runs with a way different score system, and so of course, like when they make a new season with like less potential for that high of a score, and then like a different or a whole different like set of rules, yeah, they gotta reset everybody. New seasons start whenever they decide that they're gonna come out with a new season. It's usually like every 6 months since I've started playing. They've done some kind of like update every 6 months, so. That's not to say that that's guaranteed that they'll do that, but yeah, they do season updates about that often. Pop. Look at the Subaru. I'm in like the only one that you could drive in realistic traffic right now, unfortunately. But if you want to know, if you search on Content Manager, it's also a tiered server. So if you don't have I think it's like a tier 2 server or something. Might be tier 3, but I think it's tier 2. I don't know. Maybe it is tier 3. Well, the Subaru, the WRX is a tier 3 car, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure. Could be tier, I don't know, it could be tier 2, I don't fucking remember. I've had tier 3 for like a year and a half now, so who knows. You're tier 3? Okay, but yeah, so go to Content Manager and look up SRP Realistic JDM, and it'll be the EU. There's only an EU server for it. Can I give some beginner tips? Yeah, the best beginner tip that I could give you is to go to my videos and look at my tip videos. My most recent video, the video that says how to get more score in Series 4, and then the how to get certified video, all three of them have multiple tips. Anybody you're rolling? Yeah, dude, it's no problem. This server disappeared for a little bit too, but they just brought it back like today. It disappeared for a couple of days. I was confused. So, you guys had a good time. So sometimes we sit to 0 when hitting a car once, and sometimes you have like 3 tries. No, you have 2 lives. You can see the lives at the top. It resets after you tap twice, not once. You can see the 2 bars next to the multiplier. Yeah, if I tap a car, boom, boom. You see what I mean? It just depends. If you tap a car and then you tap a wall, that could be 2 taps. So. Yeah, if anything, I would start with the how to get certified video, then the how to get more score in Series 4, and then the newest one. You know, just to do chronological order, but... What's up, Toji? How you doing? Then the line trick, man. Yeah, a lot of people will be like doing this. Fucking jump over, like... It's like you're doing too much extra stuff when you're jumping from lane to lane like that. That's for sure. But saying, like, thinking of it as switching white lines instead of switching lanes is like, yeah, that was a game changer for most people when I pointed out to them. Before I even came out with that video, I drew a little, like, picture of, like, the perfect way to cut with a car and sent that to a few people. And that alone made their scores, like, skyrocket. So that's when I was like, alright, I just need to make a fucking video on this shit. And since then, that's kind of what I don't want to make my channel focused around that, but I do want to make my channel more based on helping people with shit in general, so... Right now, it's helping people get a better score. Let's see where that goes from there. Make a hotkey for teleport, so that's actually going to be in another video of mine here soon, but it's not in a video yet, so... There's 2 apps that you can get from Regen that I highly suggest. One's this better onboard settings, which is exactly what it says, better onboard, where you can like do shit way faster for onboard settings, and this shit's fire. You can save car specific presets, and you can save global presets as well. So that shit's fucking sick. And then the other app by Regen is this advanced teleport app. So you can select a TP point, and then bind a button right here. And TP there. So if you Google Regen better onboard settings, you should find their oh god, you should find their GitHub with that. And then if you just go to their projects, you'll find their advanced teleport as well. Soon I'll have like a video or a short up about that with the links and stuff like that, so that it's easier for people to just check that out and grab the links and stuff. Jesus Christ. Metacam's the biggest game changer. It really is. But it's one of those things where it's like I highly recommend to people to at least like get decent at cutting up first in first person. Maybe even third person before switching to Metacam, because Metacam does like it's a little wonky, but thanks for that. Yeah, Regen doesn't promote them. I'm gonna have to like make a full-on video about that shit and help Regen promote it more, because like that shit's so good. F1, you're saying you're back as if you ever said BRB, but you were never here in the first place. I mean, like, a few streams ago, you're back from then? That's a interestingly long BRB. Oh, shit. 173X for that. Wow. Yeah, I'm cooked right now, dude. I'm starting to get a little drained. So we just slides right between cars. No need to cut. Yeah, for real, to be honest. It's really good to angle it, though. That's part of, like, the whole stand on white lines thing. The more you prox, like, the closer you prox to both cars that you're cutting through, whether you're doing it diagonally or not, the better. That's why, like, the diagram that I showed, it had, like, the 2 cars, or, like, say 2 cars like this, and it had one line that was like this, like you're cutting that way between the 2 cars, and then there was a line like that where you're cutting between the 2 cars, and I had to tell people, you want to be that line, because then you're proxing both the cars at the same time. The score system changed a little bit now since that, so, like, you could still do it, like, diagonal a little bit, like, if I turn... Make sure I prox that, and then turn and prox that. It's gonna give me a decently higher multiplier than it should. But it's weird, man. It's the way that this shit works now is, you know, you need a fucking rocket science degree to figure this shit out at this point, because nobody knows. I don't even think the fucking devs that worked on it really know how this shit works anymore. Like, to the fullest extent, you know. Obviously they have an idea, but I want to play a fucking Rush Hour server with this, but not on 110. Why did I even turn there? Oh, I think it's time for me to hop off, y'all. I'm a little brained out. Maybe I can go drift around Chinatown a little bit more before I hop off, though. Which website I said? GitHub. Hold on a second. Let me... I got you. I'm gonna drift around Chinatown a little bit before I go. I think. So here's the better onboard settings right here. And then here's the advanced teleport, both of which are fucking fire. Yeah, Spooky got certified on Rush Hour SRP. It's definitely doable. I was trying it out earlier. I could probably do it if I wasn't streaming. I was just too focused on responding to chat that it wasn't really viable to try to finish a run. Maybe one time I'll lock in and just minimize chat for Rush Hour. Maybe tomorrow or something. Thanks, yeah, that's not a problem, dude. No problemo. Turn these graphics up. Y'all ready for some nice graphics? Nice enough, at least. Bada bam 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 bada bam bam bada bam bam bada bam bam. Yeah, if you want to hear the music, you guys hop over to the Twitch. You'll hear the fucking the shit that I'm listening to over there. It's of Mice and Men right now. Oh, I don't even have the here. My bad. I didn't even realize this shit wasn't playing. My bad. And just to save your face. If I say I wouldn't be a star, would you say you would do the same? Loud. Kids we server certified? I'm in a solo. Yeah, my own little solo. Because I want to be in a drift car, not a freaking No Hesi car. I don't want to like put down their cars that heavily, but like, man, they're just not made for drifting. Can drift with them, don't really want to. But this is gonna be probably one of the shortest drifting sessions of my life. Here, I'm just gonna go drift a couple laps around Chinatown and then wrap her up. Except I don't have tiers nor SODI. Yeah, you can download the map from their CDN, which you can get through their Discord if you go to like public downloads. They have the link there where you can see all their maps and stuff, and you can download 110 through there and play it on single player. You don't have to play it through one of their servers, technically. What I find Chinatown is looking through all the servers, and when I click on Chinatown, 110 is Chinatown, so check it out. This is 110 right now. I'm driving to Chinatown. Download every one of the maps and cars there. Yeah, you can. Oh yeah, no, you definitely can't get points, but if... Oh, but you want to do 110? Yeah, don't worry. 110 isn't meta anymore. That's the one thing with my how to get certified video that's not really applicable. It's gonna get buffed though, but it's not meta right now anyway, so... if you're trying to go for a score, I wouldn't recommend doing it on 110 right now anyways. But yeah, if you want to go for a score, then yeah, you'll need tier 3, unfortunately. Or 110. Oh shit, same Twitch name? Yeah, BOT Danka. Which map then? SRP is like the highest score potential if you go on SRP realistic traffic. And then 4 and 5 is pretty much just the easiest. 4 and 5 you could just kind of like go and make sure that you like, you know, switch white lines often enough and you can get a really decent score on there a little bit easier than the rest. But like meta, I'd say SRP realistic traffic, just because technically there's a higher score threshold that you can get. But it's going to be a lot harder than 4 and 5. 4 and 5 heavy traffic. Unfortunately, there is no 4 and 5 realistic traffic yet. Chinatown is right here. No? Did I pass it? No, right here. It's an expansion to 110. Unfortunately, it's not its own map. I think it'd be cool if they made it its own map too, and did like a drift server or something with like actual drift cars or whatever. But yeah, it's just part of 110. My first time seeing Chinatown? Hell yeah. It's pretty sick, honestly. I was looking for its own server, yeah, no. It shows, though, the picture for 110, it says Chinatown expansion for 110. But what does that mean with RP? Like, you mean the future updates that might include RP? RP stands for roleplay. They're talking about like GTA RP type shit. There's gonna be missions that you can do, races, drift events, apartments you can buy, delivery missions, cargo delivery, like all those kinds of things is kind of like what they're leaning towards. What do you do, RP? Fucking beats me. I guess you'll just be role playing a fucking drifter. But yeah, once they rework their back end for their servers, because right now they're using like a tool, a very commonly used tool, but they're limited. Once they rework that and make their own from the ground up, they're gonna be doing a lot of stuff with it. As a GTA would be wild, yeah, it would. And the thing is like a lot of them came from GTA and GTA RP, so I wonder if they've ever had... I wouldn't doubt if they've ever had a GTA server, because that was coded in Lua. But I feel like this is, as far as like a car enjoyer's reference, like I said, of course, the by far is gonna be way better, especially considering the wheel support and shit. Shit's so good. Jeremy, I just woke up. Bro, it's 5 o'clock in the morning for me. It's not really, I don't want to consider it nighttime anymore. It's morning time for sure. But for you, it's probably like afternoon. Yeah, what time is it for you? I mean, it's still a big difference regardless. Technically, it's nighttime for me. It's not like I just woke up. So it's like, it is my nighttime, so. From Ohio? No, I am on the East Coast, but I'm in Florida. 10:52 in the morning. Yeah, you're approaching the afternoon. You're approaching noon. That's actually not that big of a difference, though. I thought it was gonna be like a 12-hour difference almost. Is he down there? Yeah, I have a medical card, but it's still ridiculous. How I drift so good, practice. By messing up over and over again and drifting into a wall over and over again and doing a donut into a figure 8 over and over again. So you finally just wake up one day and you're able to drift. Shit, had a stupid cone that shouldn't be that solid. On 3-screen? No, it's one monitor. That's why I have the damn neck effects. But I, sometimes I'll hook up the VR and use that. Because my VR headset was getting really annoying to use. But I definitely prefer VR over anything. That shit's so immersive. I need to get a better one though. I'm stuck on the Quest 2 right now. Would you still be there? Da 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 da. I can't stop thinking about the way left you sinking. There's no escape. Fuck. Oh. Easier up or down? Up. Because when you're going down, you have to like, you got a left foot brake and brake a little bit more precise to try to make your car stay at the angle that you want it to. When you go up, you can kind of like, you kind of like, I don't know. It's just easier going up, for me at least. Those men with the handles, I appreciate that. I love drifting, man. It's honestly like whenever I get the funds to be able to get a car IRL and put into that, turn it into a drift car, go to the drift track near me and shit. Yeah, that's gonna be fire. Maybe eventually grow into being a big enough of a YouTuber that I get an opportunity to go to the LZ compound. So that'd be fire. Yee. I don't know why I thought I could fit through that. Hey. Need this traffic to go a little bit faster. It's an awkward speed right now. Moza over other wheels? I mean, the only other wheel that I had was a Logitech G923, which I technically still have, but I use it for the shifter. But yeah, 100%. I mean, it's the R9 wheelbase, the CS V2P wheel, and it is hands down like all I'll ever need. The shit's fucking amazing. I love this shit. Highly recommended. Not because I have an affiliate link, but because it's genuinely just a really good fucking product. My affiliate link not working. My bot's not open. 100%, bro. It helps the channel out greatly when people use the affiliate links that I have, especially the Moza one when buying anything from them. So if you do end up going Moza, then please definitely use that link. It should be fire. But yeah, no, I highly recommend it. I've heard really bad things about fucking PXN, Fanatec. Really bad about PXN. Fanatec's just been going downhill. Thrustmaster's got credibility, so it's another good brand. It doesn't have force feedback. 80 Spider. Yeah, that sounds like one of the old, like, that's like a centering spring wheel. But yeah, no, there is good Thrustmaster ones, but to be honest, bro, I would just save up and get a good Moza. R5 is a good start, but if you're trying to do drifting and all that stuff, then get the R, like save up for the R9. The R5 you can do it on, but I don't know. I feel like having the headroom and like the ability to have more force in general is just really good to go up for the 9, especially with like the different types of drift cars that you'd be wanting to use. So. PXN returned it in 3. Yeah, see? Oh my god, dude, you were the first person to buy PXN with a brain. Well, maybe like second or third person with a brain to buy PXN, but I have so many people come in here when I'm talking about this and how bad PXN is, and they're like, I have PXN and I've never had a problem with it. And then like I'll be drifting with them and they'll be like, hold on a second, I gotta take like a 20-minute break and let my wheel cool down. Like, bro, what? Never had a problem with it? No, the thing is you've only had a PXN and you don't realize that that's a fucking problem. I could drift on this for 12 hours fucking straight. I could drift on this for 2 days straight. That's not overheating. I drifted on my Logitech, bro, for almost 12 hours straight, one stream. Driving that shit. They didn't overheat. Hey, there's no reason why a wheel should be overheating, bro. Nobody, like, bro, anybody that defends PXN is just wild. Like, that's the only thing they've ever had to have had. So you made a smart decision returning that shit. I'm not gonna lie. The most affordable one that I'd recommend? The most affordable one I'd recommend is the R5 because it outputs enough force to give you the true self-steering of drifting. It gives just enough for that. The Logitech wheel, you can drift on it, and I drifted on my G923 hours on end. But, so like, these cars, like BDC cars, it'll be fine. A lot of people do slower transitions anyways. These cars are a little bit more snappy, right? So if I was using a Logitech wheel, instead of me doing this, like letting go of my wheel and letting my car just go the other way in the transitions, what I'd be doing with a Logitech wheel is having to like actually turn. Sorry, wow, it's weird. I broke that muscle memory already. You got to assist the wheel a little bit, especially if you're fucking driving VDC cars. VDC cars are the Formula Drift cars, like really high horsepower, so they're really snappy. You want the wheel to be able to fucking turn quick for those. And if you've got a Logitech wheel, you can't, dude. You've got to throw the fucking wheel to keep up with other people using it. My buddy Gio's been on a Logitech for going on 5 years now, and he's one of the best drifters that you'll see on here, even with VDC cars. But even he'll say like you gotta put in way more work with a Logitech to get that shit to like do what it should be doing if you were to have like a wheel like this or one with enough force for the self-steering. The answers we need. I appreciate you, bro. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, that's really the whole point of me even streaming and doing shit on YouTube. I just want to help people. So, and for general, like no hesi cutting up. Yeah, if you're not drifting or anything like that, you could get away with getting like an R3 or just get a Logitech, bro. Like low key, if you're just going to be cutting up, that's all you're going to be doing, and maybe even track racing, just get a Logitech. Find like a cheap bundle, dude, bro. Actually, as a matter of fact, right now on Facebook Marketplace, there's a fucking dude. I consider getting this because they've got a whole rig with a nice ass like car chair, but like clean, not like out of a car. It's like the shape of one that leans back and forward, full sturdy rig with a fucking Logitech G923 and the 3 pedals connected to it for $200. The rig alone was worth the $200 when I looked at that. I was just like, holy shit, bro. Drifting and cutting and all of that, like the bare minimum Moza R9 would be like the best thing, to be honest with you. You can do it with the Logitech, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be a way different experience. Way different experience with the Moza R9 and up. If you plan on doing any drifting at all, I would recommend the R9 because that outputs the Newton meters that are required for self-steering in like a real car. So, oh, I don't even want to tell you how much I got my Logitech set up for, dude. You want to talk about a steal? What I got, dude. So, little story time. May of last year, I was cutting up on No Hesi with a keyboard. getting close to getting certified on a keyboard with the Porsche GT3 RS. Because I just discovered it. I got a set of courses on sale with all the DLC for 12 bucks, and I was like, oh, let me try this No Hesi thing. The crack, bro. Shit was crack to me. So I'm sitting there checking Facebook Marketplace keyboard, bro. I was on. Bear in mind, I've been on PC my entire life, basically, and I've played like Drift City, Need for Speed Worlds. I played Need for Speed on keyboard before, playing Need for Speed Carbon and stuff. I've played on controller too, but yeah, I was on keyboard. Checking Facebook Marketplace every fucking morning for a steering wheel, specifically for a Logitech, because I knew it was cheap, and I've always been a Logitech boy. So one morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, fuck it, I'm first one to see this listing, guarantee it, because I'm checking like religiously every morning. Logitech G923 with the 3 pedals, this handbrake right here, and the shifter that's to the right of it that you guys can't see. Wanna guess how much I spent for all that? The wheel, 3 pedals, handbrake, and shifter. Guess how much I spent for that on the Facebook Marketplace. And he said 16 hours of usage total on it. That's what it said on the listing. $400, $150. 150 would have been even more than a steal, but no, it was 200 bucks. $200 for all that shit. Fucking, like, wild. I hit the dude up as soon as I saw that listing. I was like, bro, I will meet you, like, right now. I had $200 in cash already. So I was like, oh, where you want to meet? Or, no, he was like, where do you want to meet? And I told him, like, it was like a Walmart by me with like a mechanic service thing. He fucking happened to work at that mechanic shop at that Walmart. It was like, bro, it was meant to be. Like, low-key. Like, I was meant to buy that wheel. Like, I was meant to have that wheel. All of this was meant to happen. Like, nobody can make me believe otherwise. Like, it was just too perfect of a fucking thing. So the dude was like, all right, bet. I gotta go into work today anyway. So I'll just bring it there on my way, or I'll bring it there because it's where I work. And so I met him there, he sold it to me, and then went into work. Like, it was wild, bro. And for $200, it's just... I was a happy camper, let me tell you. But then when I found out how much, you know, everything else costs, the rig, and then the upgrades, it was fucking... to wait a whole year later, and I got the Moza though. But what I'm saying, you just be patient and you wait, just keep checking for deals and shit. That shit, you'll find it. And dude, that's the shitty part, is like, I should have waited a little bit longer for the Moza. I would have been able to get the R9 V3 with this wheel for maybe a little bit cheaper, because the bundle that they have for it right now is on sale. Patience is huge, man. Next purchase is the cockpit. Yeah, I got the 301 Challenger from RacGTing for 150 bucks because it was on sale for Christmas, and Goosiest had a promo code. So those two things combined took the price from like 250 down to 150. But then I took apart a tripod, and I fucking have to, like, I taped this shit up like crazy with this tripod to reinforce it, and it works. They come with the seat. Yeah, it's with the seat. If you look in the description of the stream, it'll show like the name of the cockpit. If you just like copy and paste that into Google, you'll see the entire thing. It's kind of worth it if you have the means to like reinforce it. If you're just gonna put the Logitech on it, by all means, it's worth it. But if you have the means to reinforce it for a wheel that's stronger, then it's still worth it too. Otherwise, I wouldn't really. This seat's comfortable enough. Adjustableness on it's not all that great. You know, I'm 6 foot tall, and it took me a long time to really get a good position on this. I felt comfortable. But Facebook Marketplace would be the way to go with a lot of that shit, man. A lot of that. If you're upgrading eventually, honestly, bro, I'd be looking on Facebook Marketplace, just checking that pretty frequently. Trying to find people selling like their rig, maybe even with like a Logitech setups, and just sell the extra Logitech setup and keep the rig. that kind of thing, the cockpit, I mean, because like there's a lot of people that make some really good DIY ones, but then there's also people that get like really good quality ones and just sell them like a year later, and a lot of those pop up, at least for me here in Florida. View in the UK, G9 32 bundle is 189 on Facebook Marketplace. 920 G923 bundle, yeah, for the wheel and pedals only. I got the wheel, pedals, a handbrake, and a shifter. The handbrake doesn't even come with a Logitech bundle. Neither does the shifter. Usually the shifter's something you have to buy separately too. You know, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, or DIY it yourself, you know, buy a fucking used car seat from a junkyard, clean that shit, and put it on some wood. Like, there's a bunch of DIY videos and stuff out there, but honestly, it's more, I think it's just better to buy somebody else's old shit. After secondhand. Yeah, I mean, like I was just saying earlier, I found a deal like that on Facebook Marketplace too. But I'm talking a year ago, Haynes, is when I got the deal for $200. So you missed a little bit of context on that whole conversation. Right now, things are definitely going to be cheaper, but I don't even know if I'd be looking for like I don't know. It's hard. But definitely, like, make sure it's a good brand with good reviews, too, honestly. Unless, like, you can visibly tell, like, it's sturdy. There are some rigs where you can just see it. You could tell that shit's sturdy as fuck. But, it's very, I fucking did. I could chat like this for the next, like, 20 hours, but I gotta hop off. This is a longer stream than I usually go on. I can actually feel my throat starting to get a little sore from talking so much. And when that's happening, that's a bad thing, so I should probably make the smart decision and call it. But if y'all haven't already, hit that subscribe button on YouTube, see my future lives. I also stream over on Twitch if you want to follow me over on Twitch, and Twitch if you guys want to sub to me on YouTube, do that. BOT Danka everywhere, basically. So if you want my TikTok, my Instagram. Instagram might be Danka Drives. Instagram's probably Danka Drives. Everything else is BOT Danka, so I'll check all that shit out. I appreciate y'all chilling here. Fucking be doing a Borderlands 4 stream this weekend at some point. Also gonna be doing plenty of driving as well, here and there. Depending on how addicting Borderlands 4 is once I start playing it, who knows, I might not stop. We'll see. But thanks to Jump Ship, he gifted me it as an early birthday present. My birthday is September 30th, so fucking shout out to Jump Ship, Jump Ship in the chat, easy. But y'all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, where the fuck you are. I appreciate you, 420 Roots. Yeah, bye. Watch the video now. Good morning. Hell yeah, I appreciate you, dude. I'm just gonna call you Free. Appreciate you, Free. But yeah, y'all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.